Nintendo Direct, holy shit. You know, Nintendo, I had the roller coaster of emotions today, and it was so early in the morning. Am I happy? I mean, as happy as a grown-ass man could be about whatever, maybe. But, like, also, I'm a very cynical person. Throughout the whole thing, I have thoughts. I have a lot of complicated thoughts, you know, about things. It's tough, right? Like, cool. If you're just referencing Kingdom Hearts 4, which, if you ever see anything Kingdom Hearts 4 or Kingdom Hearts in general, you should always be thinking of me. That's a clear fact. But I mean, it's good to see new stuff a bit, a minute or a minute and a half. It was surprising. I don't know why it's in a Nintendo Direct. That's funny to me. the fact that it's there was very funny. So I laughed. I don't know. There was a lot of interesting stuff in the Direct, but I also, from a production and presentation wise, I think Nintendo was like, I think the presentation and like pacing and everything was like so off just in the presentation in general. I don't want to harp too much because we really should get to, you know, Fata Morgana business, but like, you know, it's so funny to me. There was a lot of interesting stuff shown though, for sure. And then, like I said, a roller coaster of thoughts and stuff about Kingdom Hearts things. As with everything, my expectations are always in check. Sure, I should just be happy with the morsel that we get with the minute-long, you know, trailer. I'm more and more believing of the fact that I bet we see more Kingdom Hearts 4 stuff later this year at like Tokyo Game Show. And I'm still holding on to my theory that we get Kingdom Hearts 4 mid-2028. That's my whole opinion on that. But yeah, very interesting Direct. I'm sure over the next few days I'll have stuff to talk about. We'll have to talk about fucking Xenoblade Chronicles stuff, but I'm gonna save that for the next Xenoblade stream. Did I see? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna save that. We'll save that. I'm gonna have, you know, there's much to parse, so much to parse. But I already hit the record button, and I'm not gonna trim anything, so I don't want someone to tune into the VOD and just get me talking about other video games, because I'm sure someone's gonna be like, ah, fuck, skip, whatever. You know what I mean? But yes, I love seeing Kingdom Hearts 4. Don't love the potential AI art on the box art for the collection of 1 through 3 that the internet has been investigating all day today. Don't like that. Don't like that, I must say. It's funny because when I first saw that, it was like in the rush of everything, I saw the art and I was like, something looks off about that box art. But like things were going at such a rapid pace, and I had a busy day at work where I was like, I didn't have time to like start like scrutinizing stuff. And then I saw the internet just run. It was just, the fuck is going on? Okay, so before we do the recap of the last stream, because we got a big recap to do. Oh boy, do we have a big recap to do. I wanted to talk schedule. I did land on something. I think we are going to do tentatively pretty much a schedule thing for Fata Morgana. And what I've no worries. I understand. I think we're going to land on kind of what we did sort of with Higurashi and Umineko in the past. I think we're going to do, and I know some people, no matter what schedule I land on, no one's going to be 100% happy, is Tuesday and Friday nights. And someone might go like, oh, Austin, why not Tuesday and like Saturday? because then you could do bigger streams on Saturday. And I'm like, because if I say Tuesday and Friday, there's only really a shot that I'm going to be playing on nights because I have a regular day job. And so it's way easier for me to say like Tuesday and Friday, and then we read on each of those days 2 to 4 hours, and then we call it a week for Fata Morgana. And I still think that's enough. And I don't think I need a weekend day to do like big, like in Umineko and Higurashi Past, I used to have to do like occasionally like a weekend stream where I read like 6 to 8 hours. And like that was because of how long those were. I don't think we're gonna need that for Fata Morgana, you know what I mean? And also when I stream on Saturdays, I could stream during the day on Saturday, I can stream on night during Saturday. And so schedule-wise, it's harder for me to like lock down, like for someone who's like, oh, I just want to make sure I'm there for the live streams, it's way easier to say Tuesday nights and Friday nights, as opposed to Tuesday nights and sometimes Saturday. You know what I mean? Of course, obviously, people are going to miss whatever streams. And me personally, I'll say this right now, there's a chance at some point I'm going to miss a Tuesday or a Friday. Something's going to pop up. I have real life happening. And I'll try to warn as much as I can in advance. You know what I mean? But I think the easiest thing to do is say Tuesday and Friday nights, we'll read twice a week, 2 to 4 hours each, and we'll be like, dope. You know what I mean? And I think that'll keep us at a good pace for, as we read. Obviously, some one-offs can happen, maybe on a Sunday, maybe on a Saturday. Again, I'll try to warn in advance, but maybe I'll be like, I really want to read on a weekend or something, and then that'll happen. But I think it's going to be relatively easy to stick to that. No Morgana Mondays, but yes, Fata Fridays. So true. And love Triangle Tuesdays. So that's the plan. I think for me, I'm happy with it. I hope other people like that kind of like plan. It also means, like I said, it's going to be like then we get, like I said, 2 to 4 hour streams each on Tuesday and Friday, and then just be happy. And that's probably the most you're going to get on a week. And then we'll have other games. Plus, other big games then can happen on the weekends, and I do like other stuff too. So that kind of like opens up the weekends for other longer games. So I think this sounds the best, and I hope that works for as much people as it can. Alright, so, let's see. So, yeah, this is our third stream of Fata Morgana. Let's do a recap. Speaking of recap, it's recap Recorner Tuesday. Here we go. So, first, this music is weird for recap music, but it's fine. First, at the start of last stream, I fucked up the save, and then it took some time for me to get back to where I was. But because I'm a professional, I got right back on track. There was no issues. It didn't take long at all. And I didn't have any problems with that. Don't worry about it. You had Mel in his feelings about the white-haired maid. Like, I get it. It's tough out there. I understand. You do in your head, you do these mental, like, is she interested? Is she not interested? I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should pursue this. You're kind of questioning. You're like, I don't fucking know. She's so mysterious. She's so nonchalant, and I need her to be nonchalant, but it's fucking fine. He's still captivated by her beauty. You had Nelly at some point corner the white-haired girl, and the vibes were off from the beginning. You had, her questioning her. You're like, oh, who the fuck are you to come into my place, my house? We're high and snooty. And it was just like, the white-haired girl was like, I don't know how to defend myself here. Like, this is so awkward for me. You had Mel then hangs out, I think, with the white-haired girl more. He, like, finds excuses to hang out with her more, ask her things. And I think it was around early in the time when she then tells him the story, this, like, almost like fairy tale, almost, but I think it was supposed to be a parallel to her or her feelings, kind of, about like a cell thing, and then being rescued by someone and stuff. And he was like, oh man, that could be me or something like that. And then the maid, then it went to the nighttime, and like Mel was like, oh fuck, I felt the presence of someone. And then it went to like the rose garden or something, and the maid and the white-haired girl had this moment, and the black-haired maid narrator lady was like, you could have done it, you know, you could have fucking done it. And she was like, I don't know. And us as the reader are like, what is she talking about? Like, what? Like, could have done what? Like, you know, in my head, you're thinking, is it dirty thoughts? Is it, I mean, what is it? Because I think we're kind of left in the dark at that point. So then, at some point, Mel and the priest guy were talking, and the priest guy, kind of like in his old whatever, he's like, well, I see you're really keen on this white-haired late girl. You need to figure out where she comes from, because of your family status. You can't just, like, get into a relationship with a non-high aristocrat person. And Mel's like, okay, fucking, yeah, sure. And then fast forward to the next night, and Mel, who just apparently can't sleep in peace, gets like straddled and then attacked by the white-haired girl, around the neck, just starts getting like choked out. And but it turns into like this romantic moment where they're like they're like, oh, she's like, I can't do it, I can't like fucking kill him. And he's like, oh, it's fine, we could work this out, it's fine. And then that's where she explains why she wants to kill him. And basically she tells a story about how I think she full out reveals like her dad was a painter for this family, and he was kicked out, and that caused that family to like become living in shambles and like shit squalor kind of thing. And she's basically like, if I kill you, this will exact revenge that I feel like I'm supposed to do, basically. Like, I gotta take you out. And he's like, it doesn't have to be like this. I'm really into you, and you could be with me, and we can live on and do this thing. And he's like, we could watch a play or something. It's totally fine. And I'm like, what? They're just gonna watch a play? But okay, sure, whatever. And then it goes to like, lo and behold, a fucking play where Nellie is going to this play, and she's with like Brent or Derek or whatever his name is, and she's like, I hate this fucking guy, but it's like an arranged marriage thing. It's like, oh, my fucking dad put me with this whatever his name is, and I hate him, and I hate his guts, and I don't want to be with him, I want my brother. And they're like watching a play. And unfortunately, she bumps into Mel and the white-haired girl, also at the play. And the white-haired girl is like wearing fancy clothes or something. And this is all Mel's plan to make her seem like aristocratic or whatever. And Nellie starts like going off the deep end. Nellie's like, what the fuck? Like, this looks bad because my brother is being taken away from me. So all hell breaks loose, right? Nellie trashes her room. And then that painting that she previously was like, I really like this painting. It's me and my brother and holding hands or something. It like falls or whatever. It reveals like a secret message like on the back or something. I don't like, she scratches it off like it's some kind of like kids like clue thing. I don't even know what the hell is going on, but there's some like message on the back or something. And basically she reads it and she interprets it. I'm still not 100% convinced it's 100% truth or there's something screwy with it, but whatever, that's my own opinion. But she basically gathers that like, oh shit, there's this story that not only am I into my brother in a very problematic way, but it turns out that and I hope I get this right, my mother had sex and a child with the painter, the white-haired painter guy, and that's why he was kicked out of the house in the first place. And then and it was like, oh, if my child has white hair, then you can't stay here because it can be proof that we had sex or something. So no flaxen hair or something. Here's the white-haired girl. You're gonna get kicked out. You can't stay here safely. And hope this is what our unborn kids look like. Okay, I see. Yeah, there was a date on the birthday. Okay, yeah. So I'm basically right. So it's like, okay, well, great. So Nelly interprets that as like, all right, here's the white, this makes total sense to Nelly. Nelly's like, oh shit. She's like, what do I fucking do? So then at some point she takes this knowledge and she confronts the white-haired maid, and she takes like scissors or something to her hair. It's kind of fucked up, and just snips her hair. And so then again, third night in a row or so, maybe fourth night, that Mel just is not able to sleep. The boy just unable to get a good night's sleep. He gets straddled again by a person. He's like, oh, this must be the white-haired maid. Great, I love her. And then he starts like waking up, and she like, there was some tell or something that it was like not, this recap is going so long, I'm so sorry. There was so much going on in the last one. So then it was like, he's like, oh, there's either her voice or the way she straddled him or something was unfamiliar to him. And like, he was like, this doesn't feel like the white-haired girl. Like, she's too forward, I think it was. She's too coming on to me. Like, the white-haired girl was like more reserved maybe. And so he kind of like rubs his eyes. He's like, and he's like, oh my God, it's fucking my sister wearing a white-haired wig. Holy shit. And so, fucking, it's his sister. And he's like, that's so fucked up. What is going on? And then he like resists. And she goes on to tell the secret. She's like, what do you mean? I thought you would like this because the only thing she has that I don't have is the white hair. And guess what? If you resist me saying that we shouldn't be together because we're brother and sister, guess fucking what? The white-haired girl is like a half sister or something. And you either bone me with the full sister or you bone your half sister, and you're a terrible person. And look, I just want you. I don't want Brent or whatever his name is. And it's like, he's like, this is so fucked up. How am I supposed to live like this? And so he runs away or whatever. And then he like bumps into a beggar, and he's like, oh, the fucking beggar. And then he looks a little closer, and it's like not the beggar I think that he had from before. And it turns, I think it's the white-haired girl, but she doesn't have hair or something. And he's like, oh, I still love you or something. But she gets away. And so then the maid closes the door, and she's like, oh, doesn't that shit suck? Like, that was really bad. How do you feel about that, reader, master? Did you like reading that? And I'm like, no, I really didn't. This has left a bad taste in my mouth. And she's like, cool, we have another door to go into. And so she takes me to a different door, and she opens it. And then the door has like this, like they called it a beast man or something. And he doesn't speak or something. And he looks kind of like less like a beast, and he kind of looks like a shadow man. But that's might be his sprite, but I don't know why they call him a beast. It just might be the artist rendition, but he looks like he's just like like a being of shadows. And then they basically have like a montage basically in my head of like Beauty and the Beast, where the maid teaches this beast man to like speak real words and be a bit more civilized or something. And then a dude came, and I don't know why he came, but he's like, maybe I'm hungry or something. And he's like, wow, you're so hospitable and nice. And then he's like, but I heard there's like a beast somewhere around here, and I was so scared. And then like the fucking beast man like lost his shit, and he like he saw like a knife, I think, on the stranger. And he's like, you were gonna plan to fucking kill me, weren't you? And he just Mick fucking loses it, and he just attacks the beast. Or no, he attacks the stranger. The beast attacks the stranger. And I think that's where we left off. And that was all of the last stream, I think. A lot went on. She also said that the fairy tale had no ending. The maid? Or the Or the no longer white-haired girl. I can't remember. I don't remember when you typed that comment. White-haired girl. Oh, she said that the fairy tale has no ending. Ah. Fair. All right, so we'll go into this. I'm excited. I hope everyone's excited. That was a long recap. Sorry, I'll try to make them not super long in the future. The recaps need to be snappy. You know what I mean? So we have a Pauline. Look at her. She looks pretty. Who's this? I just think we had, like, a lot going on in the last stream. There was a lot. And I also think it was important stuff. Because I think it really sets probably, like, a lot up, you know? Alright, that does it for today's shopping. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Snack time. There's nothing better than having a ham sandwich in the park. Ugh. Your sandwich is probably all warm and stuff. Ooh. Ham? Warm ham? Sandwich? Oh dear, maybe I should lower my voice when I'm talking to myself. Oh, she's talking to herself, that's great. But it's so nice out, I just can't help myself. Does the weather have anything to do with talking to oneself? Not important. Food. Food. If he were here, it would taste even better. I wonder when I'll get to see him next. Pauline, says her mother. There you are. Oh dear. What's got you so frazzled, Mom? Oh, Pauline. What is it? Did something happen? What's the matter, Mom? Mom? Pauline. This isn't like you, Mom. It's not like you at all. Tell me, what happened? I told you to stay away from men who trade. Huh? Oh, Pauline, my dear daughter. Why must God be so cruel to such a sweet girl? You're hurting me, Mom. The hell is going on? Don't squeeze so tight. What's gotten into you? Listen carefully, Pauline. You must be calm and hear me out. Understood? Your lover, the beloved man you wait for, is dead. Oh. Okay. What? Who? What? Huh? The beast's humanity began slipping away from him after that encounter. He had returned to the thing I'd found in the cellar. Actually, he prowled the mansion's halls looking more barbaric than ever. I forgot to say, did I miss anything important in my recap? I think I did a pretty good job. When I was trying to remember everything, I'm like, you know, I try to be good. It was always a few days. If there was tiny details I missed, I apologize. But I think I did actually pretty decent. Got a lot of the details? Cool. Good for me. All right. Actually, he prowled the mansion's halls looking more barbaric than ever. Oh yeah, the beast's name is Bestia. Bestia. It's not even Beastia. Bestia. Despite all the effort he had put into learning to act like a human, he now ripped the velvet curtains off the wall, howling shrilly, stomping back and forth through the hallways and ravaging the garden. I watched him intently, though from a distance. Bestia was not merely a beast, but an out-of-control, bloodthirsty beast. Just a few days ago, we had been tending the garden together, but that was no longer possible. I was quite disappointed. Eventually, Bestia discovered my hiding place. I had not felt regret in a very long time, but I felt deep regret in that moment. More. See, that's not a beast. That I see just like a weird shadow man. I don't know. This. Don't have enough. Not enough. I need more. I need more. I must satisfy these urges. Are you saying peace was not enough to sate you? Did I mishear you when you asked for peace?
I was mistaken. Asking for peace won't solve anything. Blood, despair, all is filled with terror. These are the things I need, and I've always known it. You said this mansion fulfills people's desires. Then, give me prey. No more hairs.
I can't keep doing that.
Live humans.
Why did I ever teach him to speak human language? Good question. Before long, the mansion granted his wish. Once a week, a villager or a traveling merchant from somewhere would wander into the forest, ending up at the mansion on the cliff. Though something felt suspicious about the man who greeted them at the door, on the surface he looked like a proper nobleman. So, they all eventually chose to trust Bestia. The mansion had an air of loneliness about it, but it was adequate to provide rest for their weary feet. There was food and a bed, and most comforting of all, there were other people. The lord of the house treated the lost souls like esteemed guests. He poured them fine wine and had me cook for them. No one suspected in the slightest that he was a beast. He put on a reasonably convincing act, because, yes, I had taught him how to behave like a master. The visitors all went to bed contented. But, as I am sure you can imagine, master, they would never see the light of day again. The penetratingly bright sunlight, particular to this area. Oh, I read that weird. My bad. A beast! It's a beast! You disgusting creature! You hideous monster! Kill him!
If that's how you humans want to do things, then I'll play your little game. I'll play it even better than you.
Now I'm just doing like...
I'll kill you. I'll slaughter you.
Like shitty, like, screamo growls. No, please don't! That's a good face right there.
That's it. Cry for me. Beg for your life. Pray for my mercy. Weep and struggle and suffer and die.
I'm losing my voice by doing this. This is not good. This is also a benefit of the maybe just sticking to Tuesday and Friday nights. Give myself a little bit of time in between and also not do super long ones. Just ruin my voice.
No one understands. No one can possibly understand my despair. What did I ever do?
I may want to change the voice before it's too late. It wouldn't be the worst choice I've ever made. We'll see. If I medically need to change, I will. But I'm committed at this point.
Was it just because I'm a beast? When did I become a beast?
Unless you're saying it's hard to listen to.
Why do beasts have to die? Beasts are savage, so they must die. I'm a beast, therefore I'm savage. In which case, I'll kill them. I'll show them what makes a beast so terrifying.
Oh, God. I hope, like, a reverse Beauty and the Beast type situation happens to him. I want him to turn into a human. Like, we were getting close there, and then I can do, like, more normal voice. But I have my doubts. It seems like we were close there, but I think he's full, just lost it at this point. He also goes ha 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 a million times. Moonlight crept through the torn velvet curtains, shining down upon the blood-soaked beast. It was a sight that would incite terror in anyone.
Look at this. No one can stand up to me. Humans have no chance against beasts.
I can't not laugh when I do that. Sorry.
More. I need more. Give me more prey.
The mansion continued to sate the beast's demented craving, sending not one but multiple villagers into his claws, into these bloodstained walls off which echoed his monstrous howls. Stop, please! I'm begging you, spare me! Oh, God! Also looks like the emoji for the big eyes there.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with your god. Beasts have no need of gods.
I have a wife and son back at the village. Please, let me return to them.
Why don't you bring them back to me? I'll send them to the same place you're going.
I am with child. Please, let me go.
Are you now? In that case, I'll kill the baby first.
Oh, no. You damned monster.
That's right, I'm a monster. And by killing, no one can defy me. I have to show the world that beasts are the most frightening things on this earth.
The beast began to change his style, making sick banquets out of his kills. Some days he would tie his guests up in the cellar, playing with them for hours until they finally died. Some days he would drain them of their blood and bathe in it. Damn. Hardcore. Some days he would spread them out on the table and feast upon them. Every week, another atrocious party. He did everything imaginable. As a faithful servant of this house, I'm confident I can do most anything I am asked. Though you can surely imagine my surprise at having to use the cooking skills I learned while serving the flaxen-haired family to do that. I can only wonder if it actually tastes any good. Bestia's peculiar sword was always with him for his twisted banquets of self-gratification. However much blood stained it, it never lost its sheen. It was as though the sword drank the flesh of humans. Master, can you imagine just how wretched I felt? The mansion, once a beautiful sight to behold, reeked of death and acrimony. The stench of rotting flesh seeped up from the cellar. Even the years it spent forsaken and in ruins were preferable to that. Or perhaps I only had myself to blame. It was I who had invited the beast into the mansion.
More. Not enough. This is enough to satisfy me.
But Bestia still sought to hold more of his perverse parties. Lost villagers were no longer enough to quell his urges. He was, indeed, a genuine beast, and in time this was what he began to wish for.
Can't you get me any better prey? Something truly exquisite? Perfect prey to quench this maddening thirst of mine.
Do you know what he meant when he asked for the perfect prey, Master? Perhaps a hero? Someone courageous enough to stand up to him, with whom he could enjoy a battle to the death? Perhaps a dazzling young nymph to satisfy his other prime urges? Or perhaps what he wanted was not human at all, but a demon or a phantom. I would soon find out as the mansion attempted to grant his wish, bringing yet another guest to the house on the cliff. If the devil guides us, am I supposed to just listen to this? Oh, I thought I had pressed X. I thought I pressed the button and then it was just holding on that. Okay, if God guides us, then perhaps I could accept that this was fate. And it makes sense that I'm here. Is anyone there? I've lost my way. Would you please be so kind as to spare me a little food?
Ah, there. There it is. There comes a poor little offering. They never learn. They just keep coming again and again. I'm turning into, like, Batman. That's what it's gonna turn into. At some point, the it's just gonna kind of dull itself into, like, the stereotypical, like, Batman voice that... I'm Batman. I'm sorry. The mansion keeps granting my wish. I'll be glad to provide you some food. And you are welcome to stay the night. Get some rest. I will have a room prepared.
Oh, who's this? Oh, whoa! Wait! Hold up! I'm over here talking about Batman. We got the white-haired girl says, then I suppose I shall take you up on your generosity. I've been wandering for a very, very long time. What was that, Master? You recognize her? I imagine you would. That white hair, those red eyes, skin the color of fleshly. I'm all over the place today, Jesus. It's been a long day. Skin the color of freshly fallen snow, and that flawlessly beautiful visage. You could not possibly mistake her for anyone else. And no, it is not someone who happens to resemble her. I can understand why you would be surprised, Master. At first, I could hardly believe my own eyes. The wanderer knocking on the door that day was the very same fair-skinned young woman who visited the mansion so many years earlier. The white-haired girl must have spent many, many a night in the forest. Her crystalline skin was covered in red scratches from where she had brushed against stray branches and tree bark. She had even lost her shoes and was standing there barefooted, looking quite disheartened. But that did not make her any less beautiful. In fact, you could just imagine the dense forest canopy parting to allow the sun to shine down upon her. The beast appeared surprised by her angelic beauty as well. It seemed as though all the madness drained from him in that moment. He said nothing, but his eyes told all. He was entranced by the sight of her ruby red irises and her pure white hair. Pardon?
I am a beast. This is what I asked for. Something to quench my thirst. You're allowed to be happy.
But as I said, it was only for a moment.
So rejoice. Imagine just how gratifying it'll be to see such a beautiful woman writhing in the throes of death. Follow me. I will have a bath drawn as well.
And once the moment had passed, the beast was barely able to contain the wellspring of madness within himself. He wanted nothing more than to run his sword through the white-haired girl that very instant, to torture her, to defile her. No, she's too beautiful to die. He tended to her wounds, served her supper, and drew a bath for her. And afterwards, the beast even made to provide her with a dress to wear. Even the outfit she had only worn for one night so many years before was there, waiting for someone to put it on again. For her to put it on again. For her to put it on again. He said she could choose anything she liked. She, being such a modest young woman, said she needed not of such fine attire. And what a shame that was. I too wished to see her in a dress once more. I need not such fine clothing.
You needn't be modest.
No, that's not why.
Are they not to your liking then?
No, My apologies. You are very generous.
Foolish girl. Smiling and calling me generous. I was simply imagining what a pretty sight it would be. A sight of her fresh blood splattered on it. A sight of her life slipping away in it.
I am glad that, after wandering for so long, I ended up here in this mansion.
In a few hours, you'll be feeling the exact opposite. Get all the rest you need. Shall see you again in the morning.
Sorry. It's all just very funny to me. I thank you. I shouldn't be laughing. This is a very serious moment right now. Bestia then made his way out of the girl's bedchamber. His mask came crumbling off after only taking a few steps.
There, that's precisely what I wanted. Just imagining how such a beautiful woman will scream. How she'll beg for her life. Hey, are you there? The mansion has given me the perfect offering. Hey, is she not here?
Is someone there? Yes, I came by to ask if there was anything you needed. I cannot offer you anything extravagant, not like before, but I'm here to provide you with anything in my capacity. I appreciate the offer, but I need nothing. Being allowed to stay the night is more than enough. Do you work here in the mansion? Yes, indeed I do. I have been here for a very, very long time. A very long time? You might think this an odd question, but Have we met before? Something about you seems familiar. I was wondering if she was gonna like recognize the maid. And I get the feeling I've been in this mansion before. Yes, we have met. It was quite some time ago, though. When was it? It was an unimaginably long time ago. Do you remember a boy and a girl with flaxen hair? Oh, also, I could have looked this up, but I'm also afraid of spoilers and stuff, so don't... If it spoils... I don't think it spoils, necessarily. But I was afraid to check it. I know there was a date on this door. It was like 17 something, I want to say. Was there a date on the first door? And if someone knows it or easily can look it up or something, what were the two different dates? Because I was in my head, because I knew we were streaming this tonight. And in my leading up to like a stream, I'll usually think about what happened last time during like the afternoon while I'm just like working or whatever. And I was like, what was the date in the first door compared to the date in the second door? 1500s? So we're talking about, on the first door it was 1500s, second door is like 17 something. Okay. It's in my theory gathering. 1603 after the initial time skip. Wait, 1603 was on the second door? Am I wrong about the 1700s? Am I just making up numbers now? My bad. Okay. Oh, 1603 is the first door. Okay. Okay. 1707 is the second. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Alright, some shenanigans happening. Okay. Thank you for that. The maid says, do you remember a boy and a girl with flaxen hair? Flaxen hair? I apologize. My memory fails me. Do you not remember me either? I see. You should probably not push yourself to remember then. Okay, so there's some I don't know how literally I should be taking these doors, the time frames, the situation. I see. You should probably not push yourself to remember then. There were joyous times and there were less than joyous times. But would you be so kind as to answer one question? What might your name be? My name? My name is... Finish that thought? No, I don't know if there's a finish to the thought. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know if there's time shenanigans. I don't know if there's like space and time shenanigans. I don't know if I'm literally supposed to take like the times on the doors as like gospel. I can't tell if the game, obviously, because if there's at least, because the maid is taking us, the master, through these snapshots of time, allegedly. And if we're just taking out a very literal, like, let's say 100 years or something, time difference between those, then obviously it doesn't make sense for white-haired girl to still be here unless there's, like, something magically happening, right? Am I overthinking things? Am I underthinking things? I don't know. My name is censored. I see. So you are censored again. Again. You should get some rest. I will make tea for you in the morning. Also, go on. Close your eyes. Okay, maybe we have some kind of like reincarnation type situation happening. She says, oh, you're this person. You're that name again? Is there... What's going on? Go on. Close your eyes. But Bestia, my bestie. But Bestia never waited for morning to come. With his sword that smelled of blood hanging from his hip, the beast slowly, ever so slowly, crept toward the room where the white-haired girl slept. The time was soon approaching for the bloodthirsty beast to paint the walls with the young woman's blood, to turn her bedchamber into a gore-splattered altar upon which he would offer her to the devil.
Exclamation point.
However, when he opened the door, the beast could hardly believe his eyes. She was not asleep, but sitting there as if expecting Bestia's arrival.
Why are you awake? Did you not go to sleep?
I heard footsteps, so I...
And what were you planning to do when I got here? Surely you didn't think we'd simply have a nice midnight chat.
I was hoping to ask what it was that you wanted.
To ask what it was I wanted?
Ow.
Do you even realize what you're saying? Can you not see what's in my hand? You know exactly what I came here to do. Aren't you going to beg? Aren't you going to plead for your life? Aren't you going to ask me not to kill you?
If it's necessary. But is that what you want?
What I want is something much, much more gratifying than your pleas. I want to hold a banquet. It's not enough. No matter what I do, it's not enough. But you will be enough to satisfy me, to quench this unholy thirst, to completely, wholly fill me to the bursting point. You want to know what I desire? I desire to devour you.
Oh. Whoa, where are you? Get a full shot of this? I mean, this is... Bestia shoved the girl back, slamming her into the mattress. He then stabbed his sword through the sheets beside her, looking down upon the girl, the moonlight at his back. Clenching her slender throat with one hand, he drew his sword once more, holding the tip but inches from her nose. No matter how much blood it drank, the sword continued to shine gloriously, as though it had just come from the forge. It was an awe-inspiring, tear-shedding blade, the sight of which would cause anyone to imagine the misfortune about to befall them.
Go on, mock me, ridicule the hideous, barbaric beast standing before you. From the moment you saw me, you thought me unsettling. No, I'm a weird shadow monster. But you averted your eyes, because I had food for you. Because I gave you a place to rest. You pretended not to notice the beast. This is retribution. Retribution for you damned humans. So beg for your life, like they all do. Cry, plead for mercy.
If you say that you are ugly, then I must be equally ugly. Mr. Beast, don't put that in here. Bad comment. I don't want to be thinking about that guy.
What?
What came from the girl's mouth was neither a plea, nor an insult, nor a scream. Full-grown men had wept before him, and yet the slight young woman did not. Despite this terrifying beast being upon her, moments away from extinguishing her life. I would just like the record to show, because I don't think Mr. Beast has been brought up on my channel in, like, forever. I would just like the record to show, and I still to this day, I was a hater of Mr. Beast, way before it was even cool to hate on Mr. Beast, okay? I remember years and years and years ago being like, I don't like this Mr. Beast guy in stream, and then someone in chat was like, why don't you like Mr. Beast? He does like philanthropic videos or something. This was years and years ago, and I was like, nope, don't like it. I can tell something is off. Don't. So I'm taking the hipster stance that I hated Mr. Beast as an entity long before it was even cool to hate Mr. Beast. I was a hater from day one. Anyway. Also, I say that if someone's hearing this and is a Mr. Beast fan, I regret to inform you. We differ then. Despite this terrifying beast being upon her moments away from extinguishing her life, even I almost shrieked in fright. Bestia could believe neither his eyes nor his ears.
Do you not fear me?
Oh, I changed the voice slightly there.
Can you not see what
Now I'm doing like Fat Albert or like
I see skies of blue? I can't.
no, it's more gruff.
Can you not see what I'm about to do to you?
What am I to be afraid of? This is why I don't do impressions, because I can't keep like.
I'm threatening to murder you. To rip your intestines out with these claws and watch you die in agony. I enjoy it more than anything in the world. Filling others' hearts with fear. The more lives I take, the more I enjoy. I'm a beast, driven by madness.
Oh, I dropped the controller. Oh God, I was holding the controller with one hand. No, don't load the quick save. Jesus. What he expected was for the beautiful girl before him to desperately implore him for mercy. I was gonna say, so in the first chapter, we had the unfortunate incestual love triangle situation, and that was tough to read. This is tough to read for a different reason, and that's truly a fault of my own doing, is this bestia voice that I've given. And I don't know which one I would prefer. He wanted nothing more than to see despair seep into every corner of her red eyes, for he believed that it would be a truly sublime moment, euphoria unlike anything he'd experienced before. Bestia, not Bestia, prodded her with his singular sword, poking a slit in skin smoother than silk. Ooh, the alliteration there. You see me as pitiful, and so you're offering me release from my fate. But she did not do as the beast wished. She looked up at him with sympathy rather than fear. This rattled the beast. He had never once seen anyone respond to him that way.
What on earth are you talking about? What is going through your head? Pity? Release? Do you not comprehend the situation? How can you be so calm? Scream! Cry! Shout! Beg for me to spare you. Throw yourself at my feet! Throw yourself at my feet! Otherwise, I'm a beast. A beast that never tires of killing.
To me, you appear to be a person.
You're lying.
You listen to the things I say, and you respond with your own words. I'm telling you, we're gonna get a reverse Beauty and the Beast type situation, it feels like here. He's gonna be like, oh God.
I was taught how to speak. I'm a beast who speaks human language.
But you think. You use your mind to come up with responses, and you hesitate.
If I'm human, then why do they disparage me so? Why do they reject me and try to kill me? Because I'm a beast! A repulsive beast! That's why, isn't it?
Big letters. I'll do nothing to hurt you. We are alike.
Alike? Don't be ridiculous. How can you say we're alike when you're as beautiful as you are?
This is me in any relationship I've been in the past.
We're not alike. I'm a beast. I'm ugly as shit.
There is nothing beautiful about me. What value does outward appearance have?
You
have suffered much persecution, which is why you tremble in fear.
I am not trembling. I am not afraid.
I can hear the cries of your heart.
What on earth is wrong with you? Why are you not afraid? Why do you not scream in terror?
That's a good point. There is a heavy theme of like, we're gonna get into bed together and we're gonna have a conversation and we're gonna deal with real shit. We're gonna expand on a bunch of plot while we are in bed, either murdering or about to have a romantic moment or both. We are going to have a murderous boning session. Like that's it. It's like we are going to be romantically tangled up, and one of us is going to threaten the other person, but also like in any moment we could slip into like honestly sex. Let's be real. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean this to make a joke of it. There is, now that you bring it up, there is a lot of like romance and murder and plot deepening is all entrenched in this game. You know, like when people say like, oh, this is my bed, this is where the magic happens. I don't think people say that really anymore these days, but it was like a thing that I think was popularized during like the Cribs era of like TV show. It's like, this is where the magic happens. This is where the plot happens in Fata Morgana, the beds. I am afraid, but more than fear, I feel like I know now what my role is.
Your role?
If you'll have me, then I would like to remain here in the mansion.
Are you mad? I will eventually kill you, torture you, put you through hell, make you wish you were never born.
That does not change my mind. Please, allow me to stay. I find it very hard to believe that what you want deep down is to hurt people. And I get the feeling that I'm meant to be here. That is my role. Bestia was at a loss. He was perhaps afraid of this girl who did not fear him, and even attempted to embrace him. She behaved too differently from all the other humans he knew of, who only ever harassed and pushed him away.
Why are you so kind to me? To this beast, this murderer.
Bestia's sword slit from his hand, hitting the hard floor with a metallic whine. When the sound died down, the white-haired girl extended her hands to the beast with the utmost of affability. Her fingers were white as freshly fallen snow, something this area never saw. They traced his distinctive frame. They ran along his unusually shaped nose. They slid across his rough, yellowed skin. They drifted around his rather small eyes. The beast trembled once more, this time not out of twisted desire from deep within, but from the unimaginable comfort of physical contact. Her fingers moved so gently, this is what I'm talking about, so pleasantly, wrapping him in their warmth. Are you crying? A single teardrop slid down the arc of her finger. Looking into her clear eyes, Bestia came to realization, and at the same time he felt somewhat dismayed.
You are without sight.
Taken in the throes of his primal urges, the beast had not noticed, but there was an emptiness in the girl's eyes. She appeared to be gazing far into the distance, not focused on the man, despite being close enough to touch him. Tears had begun running down Bestia's cheeks earlier, when she had called him a person, but it was not until one of those droplets had slid across the back of her finger that she had realized. She would, indeed, have no need of extravagant dresses. After all, she could not see what she was wearing. That is correct. I am blind. But whoever decided that reality is only that which can be seen? I know not what appearance I have. In the darkness, everything is as one. There's no difference between beast and man. If you are a beast, then I too must be a beast. To call the girl a beast would be paramount to eating sugar and insisting it was salt. Do pardon the trite analogy, please. But you know rather well, Master, that the white-haired girl was not at all what you would call a beast. Not simply in appearance, but all the way down to her core. There's nothing beastly about her. Her words brought him faint pain, but the beast still felt, on some level, that he wanted to keep her at his side, to see what would happen. His next words were in large part impulsive.
I am grateful that you cannot see.
Without exception, everyone who had wandered into the mansion had lost their lives before the sun rose the next morning. She was the first visitor who had not met this fate. Over time, Bestia's madness gradually subsided. He even began to seem rather tame. You would hardly believe it was the same beast who had once reveled in those perverse festivities. He was, I imagine, at a loss for how to behave. I too would be flustered in the constant presence of such beauty. But it was not just her appearance. She had said she wished to live with him, a beast who had committed countless atrocities. Perplexing indeed. What is the matter?
Do you honestly not fear me?
Do I appear to be afraid of you?
No, you do not. But you would. If you could see me, you would react the same as everyone else. You would mock me. You would despise me. You would want to kill me. You don't know what I've done because you can't see. I enjoyed it. I basked in the terror. So why do I not want you to find out? I don't want you to know how many people I've tortured, how many I've slaughtered, how much blood I've imbibed, all the horrible things I've done. Horrible? I'm aware of what I've done is wrong. Question mark? But I realize, no, but but I relished in it. I wanted, for so long, to slaughter them. I desperately desire to see blood.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
I desperately desire to see blood. Human blood. What is it I crave? Murder? Or laughter? I said that I had no need for peace, yet here I am.
Is something the matter?
No. Some tea.
Oh, shall I make some? Are you thirsty?
No. I made some tea. It's probably cold by now. Thought you might want some. You don't?
No, I'll take it. Heh.
What are you laughing for? Fuck are you laughing about? Am I funny to you? Is anything about this funny to you? Is this voice comical to you?
Because I'm happy.
Is it to your liking?
It's bitter. Their life together began quietly, their days without event. They had no extravagant meals, there was no swaths of guests lending life to the mansion's halls, but there was also no one screaming in fear for their life. It was a peaceful life Bestia had lost, and he had returned once more to that quiet realm. What's the matter?
You're always so quick to notice my presence.
My world is one of darkness, so I have a heightened sense of hearing. I'm basically like Daredevil.
What is it like?
It's like Daredevil.
How do you perceive the world? Can I imagine living in complete darkness?
Occasionally, I can see light.
Night?
Yes, not a radiant light like the sun, but a soft light floating in the darkness. Like a candlelight, I suppose.
That only perplexes me all the more. Find it difficult to understand what you're describing.
Is that so? It's difficult for me as well. I'm not sure how to explain it, but it's not complete darkness. I can sense your presence, for instance, and I can tell how windy, I don't know, it is from the way the windows vibrate. And also, I also feel as though I can sense the wavering of emotions. I finally realized, dude, the beast man here, Bestia, he looks like a character you would see in like Courage the Cowardly Dog from like back in the day. It'd be like just the right level of like offset, like oh, you are creepy and kind of unsettling and you feel like you don't belong here. That's where I would put the sprite for Bestia. That's what it reminds me of. Like the unsettling nature of like one of the weird monsters of the episode you would see in like Courage. I don't remember if I read this line. I also feel as though I can sense the wavering of emotions. The candlelight begins to flicker erratically. From fear, intense sorrow, or other similar emotions.
My emotions?
I do not know. It could be yours, and it could be mine. You're right. I think it's the realistic facial features. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember characters in like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like, you would get like I said, like they would be like they'd design them to be like slightly off, like, and you'd be like, oh, that's creepy as shit as a kid. And yeah, it's like the weird, creepy eyes and mouth thing. This mansion is a very peculiar place. The candlelight is always wavering, and yet it seems somehow stable. Makes me feel as though this is where I belong.
I don't think I understand. I am a beast, and so I lack the intelligence.
But you...
I'm going to go hunting. Is there anything you would like?
Whatever you like.
Ellipses.
Alright then, if you would find any fruit, that would be nice.
Fruit.
Yeah, fruit. Mr. Beastman, get us some fruit, please. I'm tired of eating. I'm getting scurvy. It's sour. You picked it before it was ripe.
I didn't know. I don't fucking know how fruit works. Is it a bad thing?
Rabbit for dinner again. That's what I'm saying. She was probably like, oh, rabbit stew, rabbit tacos. Rabbit tacos. That's like definitely the Texas in me. Rabbit tacos. There's this bar that I've been to. I haven't been to in a long time. And I've never been, not that I think it's brave, but like they're on the menu they have like, I think they have like rabbit tacos. And I've always been like, I wonder if that's good. I think it's rabbit tacos, right? Now I have to check myself. Because maybe I'm just fucking talking nonsense. Let me see this. Yeah, rabbit tacos. Beer braised rabbit tacos. I don't know. Since the beast is becoming more man-like, you may want to alter the voice. If you could tell, while he's not been super mad, I've slightly lowered my need to get all gruff. Now I'm truly am being more like,
oh, I'm Batman. I didn't know. Is it a bad thing? I don't know anything.
I cannot see, but if fruit is still green, you are not supposed to eat it yet. What color are these?
Grr. No. Blue.
Shall I give you a hand preparing supper?
I cannot ask for help of someone who can't see. You'll hurt yourself.
Don't worry, I can tell for the most part where things are by touch and sound. Are you worried?
Worried? Worried? Worried?
The thought of blood dripping down her finger doesn't excite.
It doesn't excite me.
What? I thought that was a narrator for a second.
Well, what's going on? What on earth has happened to me?
If I appear to be in any danger of harming myself, please let me know. Then you have nothing to worry about. Surely the beast chapter here is not going to last super long, right? Surely we're not here for a super long time. Surely he's going to become 100% human at some point, right? You do not seem any more comfortable in a kitchen than me.
She always cooks the... Oh, where did she go?
Huh?
She always comes when I call.
The maid? Where's the maid go? I had hidden myself away. Bestia had learned how to go about his daily life without my assistance, and the two of them had no need of others in their peaceful world. Oh my, what is the matter, master? Heh, heh. I was not lonely at all, no. It was an absolute pleasure simply watching them. I mean that. It was not my role to be at his side, nor was I the one to be at hers. If she could make Bestia into the master of the house, then my presence was unnecessary. I appear when I am needed, as I appear to serve the flaxen-haired family, nothing more. If they sought a servant, then would I show myself? Yes, certainly. After some time, they began to sleep in the same bed. Oh dear, no. Not for the reason you are imagining, master. Oh, I don't have any dirty thoughts. You thought no such thing? No! Though they slept in the same bed, they did not lay together. They did so, it seemed, because they were more comfortable in the same place. The two acted more like family than lovers.
Hey. Hello? Are you asleep?
No, I'm awake.
Is the candlelight wavering?
Right now, it is very calm.
I see. Say, tell me about your childhood.
What? Me?
Won't you?
My childhood?
Yes. I have no such stories to tell. When I was a child, I lost everything. My mother, father, brothers, everyone. So
For as long as I can remember, I did not have a father. I lived alone with my mother, but I never felt like that was a bad thing.
Was she kind?
Yes, very. She was a compassionate woman. But we were poor, and because I cannot see, my mother was the only one who could work. She would be away for long stretches of time, supposedly because she served at a respectable house. I do not know whether or not that was true. Perhaps she was doing much more demanding work. Whatever. Just put that nugget away. Lock it away. I never asked. I believe not asking was best for her. From time to time, I would receive letters from her. Someone who lived nearby read them to me. The letters went something like this. Life in the mansion is difficult, but everyone treats me so well, and they say I do good work. I'll be back with more money soon, so you be a good girl. Other than that, she allegedly expressed concern for my health and safety, as well as repeatedly saying how much she loved me.
You have a good mother.
I did. Nearly everything I remember my mother saying to me was written in her letters. So much kindness and warmth.
Why do you not live with her now? How did you end up here in the mansion?
Before long, she lost her life at her place of employment, and I was sent the money she had earned. It was, I imagine, enough to survive on. When my mother was alive, she often lamented my blindness. If only you could see, she would say. I could show you just how extraordinary this world is. So I decided I would visit a renowned physician in order to fulfill my mother's dream. A physician in this country. However, upon examining me, he said that he could not restore my sight. Dejected, I was on my way back home when bandits attacked. They robbed me of the money I brought to pay for my treatment. I lost everything my mother saved for me, the money she gave her life to earn for me. I failed to repay her for anything she did, which cast a dark cloud over my heart. My world has always been wrapped in darkness, but at that moment, I was in the deepest abyss. There was not even a speck of light. I was at a complete loss. With nowhere to go, I simply wandered, no destination in mind. And that was when I miraculously arrived at this mansion. It was as if it had summoned me here.
You were being summoned by the mansion to fulfill my craving, but it didn't end up that way. Wonder if the mansion is disappointed. I see.
I apologize for not having a brighter tale to tell. I imagine you are hoping to hear joyful childhood memories.
No. Did they hurt you?
Pardon?
The bandits. When they attacked, were you hurt?
You are so compassionate.
I am no such thing. I'm not compassionate.
I was perfectly fine. I took a few scratches, but nothing you need to worry about.
I see.
I believe that I am I could mix their voices there. That I'm happy now. I was unable to regain my sight, and I haven't the money to return home, but I believe I left in order to come here. Is your life right now happy?
I am terrified and volatile. I'm growing accustomed to this woman's comfort. I'm afraid of losing her. A beast. Grammy? A beast should not have these feelings. Murderous beast. Take this.
What is?
It makes a good gift, supposedly. I was planning to throw it out when I learned that, but I couldn't. Felt like I was meant to give it to someone. That could only be you. It is a fake white rose.
A white rose accessory?
Do you not want it?
No, I do. I just, for some reason, never mind. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good stuff. Do you not desire more prey? But you were so hungry for blood before.
I've had enough. I don't need any more. Although she's blind. No, because she cannot see, she does not push me away. She's the only one willing to accept me, to be with me.
Such a fickle creature. You obtain peace, cast it aside, and then pick it up once more. But you'll never be able to escape it completely. After all, you are enchanted by the pleasure murder brings. You have been for a very, very long time.
This time I'm done. I won't kill anyone anymore. Being with her is far more satisfying than the joy killing brought me. To be with her is what I truly want.
So very self-centered.
You certainly are.
Wow, he hit her with the Uno reverse card right there. He hit her with the, I know you are, but what am I?
Hey.
It was as though he was viewing a flashback. I say her, but I mean, that's whatever. The sound of knocking echoed through the mansion as it had the day the merchant came. I don't know if the text we saw in the middle of the text box, if that's technically the maid, the narrator, or like the mansion itself, or just an ominous like voice in his head. Like I couldn't. It could be anyone. Anyone just talking shit to the beast man. Maybe. I don't know if it's 100% clear. The sound of knocking echoed through the mansion as it had the day the merchant came and brought the beast's short-lived peace crashing down.
What did I just tell you? Do not want any more prey. Stop this. Stop it. Don't. No. Don't bring me anymore. I thought you were supposed to fulfill my desires. Why did the door open?
Sword in hand, Bestia ran through the mansion's halls. He was overcome with fear. He had obtained the peace he so dearly wanted, and even found someone who did not fear him. He was terrified that the appearance of more prey would cause us all to crumble.
If he spotted the prey, murdered them, and conceded to his madness, she might choose to leave him. As much as she claimed he was not hideous if she witnessed him doing that.
I'll just chase him out. I'm done with this. My desire has changed.
However, that's my best attempt at reading what that was.
Why? Why?
Bestia shuddered in terror at the sight. Oh my god! No way! There's 2 of them! How fun! Let's hope the second one doesn't start talking.
Stay back. Stay away from me.
He broke into a run. It was not, after all, helpless prey that had entered the mansion.
That thing is...
The monster's voice seemed to slither along the floors behind him. He felt as though, if he were to turn around, it would be right there on top of him.
Why are you chasing me?
Bestia shouted with fear in his voice. Shouted with fear in his voice, uncharacteristic of the beast who had so readily slaughtered his prey. But can you blame him?
That's... a bestia.
In that moment, I had an epiphany. I'd assumed he had called himself Bestia, unaware of what the word meant.
A bestia other than me.
Bestia is not, in fact, a name. It is a word that means beast. Oh my god! You don't say. Indeed, a second beast had come to the mansion.
Why are you chasing me? Are you here to kill me? Is it because I settled down? Because I want to stop being a beast?
Is something the matter? Yes, something is the matter. When the white-haired girl poked her head out of her bedchamber, Bestia was aghast. He frantically attempted to return her to her room.
You mustn't leave your room.
But as he was doing this, the horrifying creature, no, the beast's voice drew nearer.
Do not open this door for any reason. I'll protect you. That's right. I don't want this piece destroyed. These tranquil days together with this woman. I will protect them. I will.
Trembling in fear, Bestia gathered his resolve. He pointed his sword, which until then had only been used to torment others, at the second beast. Now, he would wield his blade to protect the person he cared about. This was the same beast who had killed and killed and killed to satisfy his own primal desires.
I will not let you destroy this. I will protect it from you.
From a rational point of view, the things he was saying and feeling were rather idealistic. Bestia was desperate. He did not want to lose this piece. Before long, the beast, the one chasing him, appeared from within the darkness. Say, Master, if resolve is the only thing necessary for one to act courageously, would that not mean nearly anyone could become a hero? Bestia had viciously slaughtered so many people before. He had gathered the courage to protect the things he cared for, but now he was shaking. He did not gallantly bring his sword down upon the approaching beast. Instead, he trembled visibly from head to toe. He must have been quite terrified at the beast's appearance.
Stop. No, stay away from me. Don't. Stay back.
Seeing Bestia so scared, I imagine the beast thought it was a prime opportunity, for it slowly, ever so slowly, ambled toward him.
have to kill it, I have to kill it, I have to kill it, I have to kill it.
And that was the moment Bestia's mind ran off the rails of sanity.
Kill, 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 kill!
He lifted his sword up above his head, facing the approaching beast.
Ah!
And ferociously. Oh, A's! Oh, H. Swung it down upon his assailant. Again, and again, and again. Don't you guys just love these sounds I'm making? It must be pleasant to listen to. Screaming horrifically at the top of his lungs. He continued, swing after swing, until the other beast had gone completely still. Put this in my voice acting reel. Send this off to fucking all the big companies out there. Get me a voice acting role. Or don't. Actually, don't. Before long, copious volumes of fresh blood stained the corridor. At some point, the other beast had stopped moving and sunken into a pool of its own lifeblood.
I did it. I did it. I killed it. I killed the other bestia.
Bestia had let his guard down, assuming he had claimed victory over the unmoving beast. I had not imagined either that the beast could still be alive after shedding so much blood.
Stay back.
The beast reached its hand out toward Bestia. It was determined to drag him down into the underworld, it seemed. Slowly sliding along the slippery floor, it dragged itself toward him. Even on its last breaths, it continued reaching for Bestia, fixate on him. He kicked the beast's hand up into the air, staggering it, and then he
Burn in hell.
rammed his blade down into it. Okay, sounds good. Take it easy if you don't make it back. Have a nice night. Bestia's fear-stricken expression was hardly that of a knight who had just saved the maiden. Nevertheless, he had indeed eradicated the other beast. Nice. Speaking, I'm going to take a very quick BRB with that since we're about an hour and a half. I'll take a very quick BRB, and then I'll get, we'll read for another hour or an hour and a half when I'm back. So, I will be back shortly. Let's put, this one up. Great, perfect. I'll be back shortly. Give me like 4 minutes or so. I gotta go get some more water and stuff. And, then we'll read more. Be back shortly.
Okay. Let's try to get another hour and hour to an hour and a half in here. Sorry about the BRB. Okay. You come back again, okay? Promise me. I'll be waiting. Waiting, believing that you'll return. I'll be waiting. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, thank God. No beast. Easy reading.
It's about time for you to set off.
Indeed. Wait, the merchant. Was the merchant the guy that got dead? In the first stream beast stream? Stream beast? That was the merchant, right? I think that was the merchant. I'm pretty sure. My memory may not be good, but I remember him being called the merchant. So the unfortunate thing we talked about, or that they talked about here, where it was like, she was like, oh, the mom was like, oh, he's not coming back, maybe. I think it was the merchant man. Indeed.
You take care out there. Don't eat anything funny and get yourself sick, got it?
I'll be fine. I'm a tough one.
The more overconfident you are, the more you'll push yourself and risk getting hurt. Make sure you drink lots and lots of water, okay? Take care not to get heat stroke or sunstroke, okay?
You worry too much. Relax.
I know how to take care of myself on a ship. I know, but you never know what might happen. I want you to be in good health when I see you again.
I will be. Though I'll probably keep you waiting for a long time again.
I'll be waiting. Don't worry about me. I'll be waiting, I promise. I managed to wait 1.5 years already, so I can handle this. Come back, okay?
You have my word.
Thanks. Safe travels.
Unfortunate. I refuse to believe that he could be dead. I have to find proof that somewhere out there, he's still alive and well. I have to find him. I have to prove it. We've arrived at our destination, madam. Though I dearly wish I could assist you in your search, I have things to attend to during our stay.
No, don't worry yourself. I couldn't possibly impose on you any further.
Madam, Pauline, you mustn't put yourself in danger. Should anything happen to you, your mother would be devastated.
I wonder if Mom's mad. No, she's probably sad. Her sorrow is expansive as the Albufera wetlands, as deep as the ocean into which the sun sets. And it's all my fault. But don't worry, I'll be fine. As soon as I have certainty of his well-being, I'll go straight home. Me and him, together.
Pauline, your lover is...
I have faith in him. He would never break a promise to me. He's always come back to me, no matter how long it took. A man like that wouldn't just suddenly disappear on me. There's been a mistake, and I have to prove it. I have to be the one to do it, because he will remain gone unless I see it with my own eyes.
I wonder who you inherited your stubbornness from.
What?
Nothing. An acquaintance of mine lives in this village. I shall be staying with him. I'll let him know about you. He should gladly welcome you into his home.
Thank you, Orlando. You've been such a big help.
Pauline. 1 month. Your search for 1 month, and if you haven't found him, you come home with me. Will you promise me that?
You are her only daughter.
Okay. Good. To tell you the truth, I regret bringing you with me. What I should have done is dragged you back home. But I couldn't bear to see you like that, Pauline. It was like I was looking at her when she was younger.
Orlando.
Anyway, 1 month. Understood?
Yes. Don't worry. A month will be plenty. I will find him before the month is up.
The sleepy seaside village is on the small side, but
From what I've been told, it used to have a flourishing fishing industry. Now, though, it's like there's a fog hanging over everything. That's not too surprising, I suppose. A few months ago, the village was part of a war for control of the country, and they're now under a different rule than before. Stripped of their independence and battered by the raging tempest of war, the people's spirits have been eroded, and spiritual damage is not so easily mended. Even if they were not physically harmed, there are deep wounds in their hearts. It's a lovely village, though. The breeze feels different than it does back home. Beneath it all, I'm sure the people are actually quite friendly and cheerful. A long, long time ago, I went on a trip to a land in the south. This country is quite a bit south of mine, too. People blessed with lots of sunlight are bound to be warmed at their core. Say, Orlando? Yes? May I take a look around the village? I don't see why not. The sun's still up. I'll need some time to catch up with my acquaintance, so I suppose this is as good an opportunity as any. Do you know where to find me, madam? Yes, you go down that way, turn at the second crossroad, follow it straight for a little, cross over to the other side, and it's right there, right? Are you sure you can find it? Don't worry. All right, then. You're planning to stay within the village today, right? I'll see you in a little bit, then. If you get lost, give me a holler. As much as you may insist otherwise, you really do care, Orlando. Feel bad enough as it is. Please, don't take advantage of me.
It's a small thing, but I'm curious why it doesn't just replace other with Orlando after she has called him Orlando now many times over. Like, before she said his name, like, I understand, but just put Orlando. Whatever. I think I might just take, I think I might take full advantage of this. Thanks. See you in a bit. Look at this person. What's he doing out here all alone, I wonder? There's no one else around. Wonder if something happened. Would it seem odd if I tried talking to him? Wouldn't want to get labeled as suspicious on my first day here. That's asking for trouble, but the boy stands all alone on the shore, looking somehow precarious. As though a breeze might whisk him away into a million grains of sand, and if I look away, he won't be there when I turn back. That's how the boy appears to me. You never know until you try. Besides, it's important for me to communicate with the natives. I've got to build trust with the people of this village. Let's go. Good afternoon. What are you doing here, out here all alone, little man? Little man. Damn. To be called little man. Yeah, little man. Javi. Ah. By force of habit, I spoke in my native tongue. How dense can you be, Pauline? You may have just been talking to Orlando, but that's no excuse. This isn't your homeland. But everything's all right. I studied the language, so I should be able to hold a simple conversation. You don't need to be afraid of me. My name is Pauline. I'll be staying in your village for a while. Nice to meet you. Do you not understand me? My name is Pauline. What is your name, little man? Hitting her with that 1,000-yard stare. Dreadful. What? What? He just called me dreadful? That's one hell of an accent you got. Who are you? A bandit? What are you here for? No, I'm not a Dan bit, I promise. I stammered. Atrocious. There's no need to be so mean. I put in a pretty good effort, I thought. You could at least compliment me instead. God awful. That's not nice. What's a foreigner doing in this remote corner of the world? Sightseeing our little village? Sure got a lot of time on your hands.
I do not. I'm very busy. You're a little obnoxious, aren't you? You're supposed to treat your elders with respect, you know? Like I give a damn, lady. You're older, but you're acting way more like a kid than me. My name isn't Lady, it's Pauline. Pauline. And what are you here for? Completely ignored. I am, here to look for someone. There are rumors that he was last seen around here. Have you, by chance, seen any other foreigners around? Hell if I know. He just won't let me in. I've got to befriend him first. Of course he's going to be guarded if I just start throwing questions at him. Alright, so you haven't seen him. Then why don't you tell me about yourself? What are you doing out here? Is that any of your business, lady? A boy's out here on the beach all alone. Wouldn't that make you curious? Don't you have any friends? Maybe he's one of those kids who doesn't have any. Say, if you don't mind, could we be friends? I'm not really familiar with the area, so it'd be nice to have someone with me. What do you say? I don't need any damn friends. And who the hell would be dumb enough to say, sure, I'll be your friend, to someone they just met? How are you so jaded? You need to be more courteous, kinder to others, not so antagonistic. I just thought it would be nice if we could talk a bit. That's all I want, really. How about you quit being so damn nosy, lady? Just so happens I like being alone. Ugh, got some strange woman ruining my alone time. I'm out of here. Hey, wait a second. It's gone. This is going to be really, really hard. Our comic relief for the stream here. Oh, we're back to the fucking beast. Okay. Master? Master? Ah, you've returned to me. You suddenly started staring off into the distance. I was quite startled. Now, let us continue our tale. The mansion's corridor was a horrifically repulsive mess. Splatters of fresh beast blood covered the walls. There was a repugnant odor. Anyone would be compelled to avert their eyes at the sight. What happened here?
I am grateful that you cannot see, because you would certainly think me a beast if you were able to see this. Because you cannot see, you do not know what I look like. But I know. Another beast, like me, broke into the mansion.
Was it?
I protected you, did I not? I protected you. Say that I protected you. Say it! That I did this for you.
In his hysteria, Bestia tore down the curtains hanging on the hallway window. Blood-stained curtains that reeked of dead beast. What did he have to be so afraid of, though? He had exterminated the other beast encroaching upon his territory. I would understand if he had puffed his chest in pride, but far from that, his terror merely intensified. Calm down. The white-haired girl extended her hand for Bestia, but even her gentle, lovingly outstretched fingers evoked fear in his eyes. Instinctively, he feared anything that entered his territory, and then attempted to remove it. And driven by those instincts, he shoved aside the white-haired girl, the one he had said he wanted to protect. Being without sight, she had no way of reliably catching her balance. She fell to the floor with a splash, for she had landed in the pool of blood left by the beast. Red seeped into her clothing, slowly spreading through the fabric. At first, it looked like she had fallen into a puddle of fresh, bright dye, but before long, the red darkened into a brownish black. Ew.
I'm sorry, I didn't. No,
It's okay, I'm fine.
She
embraced the panicking beast, softly whispering, shh, shh, as if trying to calm a crying baby. Though Bestia was taller and physically stronger, the white-haired girl was emotionally more stable than he. What has you so frightened? Please, tell me. I promise I will not look down on you for any reason. All I want is to free you from the depths of your suffering. Sometimes talking about things can lighten the burden they place on you. We have the ability to use words, both you and me. With language, the gift God bestowed upon man, we can communicate our feelings with one another. It's all right. Don't be afraid. Talk to me, please.
Am I a man? You act as though I am a man. No, you treat me like one.
I cannot see you as anything else, as I have said before.
Only because you cannot see me. You are the only one who says I am a man. You who are without sight. But I was content with that. You treated me like a man, so I felt as though I had become one. The time I spent with you, I had real peace. I almost forgot I was a wretched beast.
I don't even know if it comes across easily on the stream, but there's like a really low like rumble in the audio track whenever we get to like these scenes. And it's like, it drives my brain insane after listening to it for like a few minutes. It's like a very specific low dull note that's like just constant. And I'm like, I feel like my inner brain like rattling just slightly as I'm like, it's just a droning like. And I'm like, oh, God, stop.
I almost forgot that I was a wretched beast. I no longer sought after prey. Prey. Oh, yes. Before you arrived, I murdered dozens of humans. I didn't want you to know that I was such a sinful creature, leaving a long trail of bodies in my wake.
It probably is harder to hear because it's just game audio and like I'm talking over it. But it's like obviously like directly in my ear with the streaming earbuds I use. And I'm like, and I've got sensitive ears. my sensitive ears.
But I thought that if I didn't show them my strength, if I didn't force them into submission, then I would never find peace. I was drunk with power. I took great pleasure in it. And slaughtering people.
The fear was so overwhelming that you turned the act of killing into one of gratification. You did it to protect yourself.
Are you still not going to condemn me?
Taking another's life is wrong. Not only does it rob them of their time on this earth, it inflicts great wounds upon those who care about them. However, I do not regard you as a mere beast, nor as a mere murderer. Something made you the way you are. I am almost certain of it.
Something?
Tell me about yourself. In your words, from your mouth, tell me.
When I woke up, I was weak, exhausted, emaciated. I couldn't think clearly or remember much of anything. I was thirsty, hungry, sore from head to toe. A crowd of people surrounded me. This was a long time ago. Well, not so long as to be described as long ago, but it was as far back as my past goes. I sought help from the people around me, but my words did not get through to them. The only thing that came from my mouth were feral howls. They scowled at me and then...
Stinking gross. I have no interest in any more trouble. Shall we kill it? Never seen anyone like this before. What is he anyway? Beats me. A bestia by the looks of it. Bestia! 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 Bestia!
I didn't understand what they were saying about me. All I could pick out was the word bestia. Humans brought sticks and fishing poles, with which they poked and prodded me. At first, they probably meant only to chase me out. But before long, their actions began to escalate.
Bestia! Bestia! Filthy beast! We ain't got nothing for you! Dirty, nasty thing! Stay back!
Hit it, pound it.
He's feeling it! He's really feeling it! Beat it! Beat the thing!
Kill it, kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Die. Why? Why should I have to die? I was simply asking for help. If they didn't have food to spare, a glass of water would have been enough. I asked for nothing of them but some relief from my thirst. But the humans would not hear my pleas. My words reached no one's ears. They brought weapons and started chasing me around, attempting to kill me. All I could do anymore was run. And as I fled, I saw something. A child pointing to a wild dog covered in mud and shouting, "Bestia!" That was when I finally understood that I was a beast. And that was why the humans wanted to exterminate me. I was neither cattle nor swine nor fowl of the air, but a vicious beast, a kind of creature that ravaged their fields. And so,
you sought to prove your superiority to them, so you would never have to be called a beast or chased out somewhere again.
I was so close to forgetting it all. The time I spent with you was truly wonderful. I could forget about people calling me a beast, chasing me around, trying to kill me. I could forget about slaughtering them, painting the walls with their blood. I could forget about everything. Felt like I'd actually become a man. But you.
But you.
But then it showed up. Another beast, like me. It was my kin. A different individual, though, built differently than me. I am taller than it was, but it was a beast. And I, too, must be a beast.
Regardless, I'll continue to insist you are not, as many times as I must. Should you be troubled by these painful memories and attempt to cause someone harm again, I'll be there to remind you of your humanity. Is that which you can see? Is that which you can see with your eyes, the whole of the world? I cannot see you, that is correct, but I can feel you, sense you, hear you, and I can learn what you bear within your heart. You worry, you fear, and you think, and you also show concern for me. These things all prove that you are human.
This woman, she really is going to change me. If I remain with her, I can become a man. Might be no more than an illusion, but with her near, it can become my reality.
Have you calmed yourself down some?
Paul needs to be cleaned.
So it does.
I'll take care of it. You don't need to worry. You should get changed, though.
Very well. I believe I care so much for you. Because you resembled me.
We are not alike in the slightest. As I've said, you are a beautiful woman.
You may compliment my appearance, but no one else ever did. I've been labeled a witch because of the color of my eyes and hair. My eyes, they're red.
A beautiful shade of red indeed. A magnificent color, like blood.
You're the first person to say that about them. Even my mother said my eyes frightened her. Because people called me a witch, I was rarely afforded the opportunity to interact with others, so I grew up mostly alone. As the people outside this mansion called you a beast, so too do the people outside call me a witch. See, we are alike. Do I look like a witch to you?
No, you are a beautiful, compassionate, human woman.
And you are a human man even if you don't believe it yourself. Yet again, Bestia found himself feeling grateful for the white-haired girl's blindness. For, while he had just managed to put on a smile, tears were also rolling down his cheeks. Joy, bitterness, sorrow, a maelstrom of emotions flowed unbounded from within. But he cried in silence. Bestia shed his tears discreetly, so as to not allow the white-haired girl to notice. He looked down upon the floor. A single corpse lay there, and no matter how hard he tried, he could not see it as anything other than a beast. A beast that looked just like him. Oh, okay. He came from a faraway land across many seas. There was never any guarantee that we would not see each other again. But I still believed that no matter how great the ocean that divided us, we were bound by our love. The only thing that needed to stand between us was physical distance. I wonder if he's here yet. Hello, my little... Oh... Nijinchi? Feels like we're missing a vowel or two in there. I tried. What has you so out of breath? Eek! Oh, don't scare me like that. And where did you pick up a word like nijinchi? Ninji. I never took you for someone so pretentious. Haha, I'm sorry. You just look so much like a rabbit there, the way you were tossing your head back and forth, looking around for me. Oh, you. That word is something you call a child. I'm not a little girl anymore. I'm sorry, really. Don't be so mad, Pauline. Not mad at all. It's been a year and a half. We finally get to see each other again. That we do. Did you have any trouble out at sea? Did you fall ill, get caught in a storm, or run into any kind of danger at all? No, there was no trouble. Everything went fine without incident. The sea god was watching over us, I suppose. Thank goodness. I was so worried. But you kept your promise. You came back for me. And you kept yours and waited for me. Of course I did. I trust you and I don't mind waiting. Even so, 18 months must have been a long time for you. It was. It felt long to me as well. Every day I would picture your face, recall the sound of your voice. But over time I began to lose surety. It absolutely terrified me. Is that what you actually looked like? Is this truly the sound of your voice? You mean you almost forgot? Not at all, Pauline. I was afraid that in my profound love for you, my mind had created its own image. That perhaps my adoration had grown so strong it had turned you into a transcendent beauty like Cleopatra herself. You must have made some unseemly friends. You were never this much of a sweet talker. I bet you're disappointed though. Look at me, a homely woman you could find anywhere.
Oh, please, lady, come on.
For some reason, I find myself in a teasing...
Nope, that's him.
For some reason, I find myself in a teasing mood. Please have mercy, or I'm liable to lose your affection. What am I trying to say? Is that being here with the real you, putting my hands in yours, listening to you speak, and seeing you be, well, you, Pauline, is so much more wondrous than anything I imagined. And right now, I'm feeling that stronger than ever. You seem to have found yourself a way with words. I imagine you had plenty of time to practice on other women. Goodness, you fiend. Fiend? It's not terribly convincing with your cheeks the color of wine. They are not. God.
Hey now, don't throw a fit.
You're the only one who can put me in such high spirits with a few simple words.
Any theories yet for this chapter specifically? You gotta be more specific than that. I don't know. Not really. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, at first I was like, I think I said I threw out, like, with the time frames, the years that they are. The maid was like, oh yeah, that's definitely the white-haired girl that you're aware of. So then that makes you think the beast is someone that we had in the first chapter. What I'm calling the first chapter. I don't know if it's marked as the first chapter. So then you're like, okay, is the beast Mel or related to Mel? But then how does that work out timeline-wise? Or is it somewhat related? Or is it like a relative of something or something? And then you have to be like, okay, and then the white-haired girl, that's not the white-haired girl you would think, but then it said, then the maid was like, it's the white-haired girl that you're thinking of. And then it said, well, then my mom, and then you're thinking, oh, is it the daughter of the white-haired girl from the first chapter? And then you're like, is there some weird time thing? Or does she have short hair because that's still her recovering white hair that got chopped off from in the first chapter? And then is there a time thing? And then you got to be like, okay, but what is all of this? Who is the beast man? And then we saw the merchant here, and the merchant was murdered at the beginning of this chapter. And then you're like, okay, but what's the big deal with Pauline? Like, we're focusing a lot on Pauline as like an important character. So who the fuck is Pauline? So no, I would say I don't have any real concrete theories. I just have a bunch of thoughts floating around in my head. Unfortunately. Because I am a dumb. You're the only one who can put me in such high spirits with a few simple words. Huh? Did you say something? Who, me? No, not a thing. Heh. Say, since you're finally back, how about we take a walk around town? You've taken care of all your work for the time being, right? So you can spare some time for me. Absolutely, Pauline. As much as time allows, I'll spend it with you. As much as time allows. As much as time allows. There's still no trace of him. It's been a week, and I found nothing. Considering my time limit, that needs to change fast. But... excuse me. Have you seen this man? This is a drawing of what he looks like. Sorry, never seen him. Even the smallest piece of information helps. If you've heard about anyone who might have seen him. I said I haven't seen him, so I don't know what to tell you. Get the fuck away from me. I'm a busy woman. I'm a busy I'm a busy woman. Would you mind moving aside? Sorry. We got a village Karen over here. I was told that my lover lost his life out on work, but I don't believe it. They haven't shown me a body, so their information has to be in error. I have to be the one to find him, to prove he's still alive. I have to follow his tracks. I've heard word that remnants of a ship drifted ashore near this village. So if he survived, he must be somewhere nearby. I'm certain of it, but I haven't been able to find any information of the sort. Villagers aren't being very cooperative, or all just as reserved as the day I arrived. Rather, get the feeling they want to stay as far away from trouble as they can. No matter what I ask, I can't get a straight answer from anyone. Everyone's still closed off, because of the war, I guess. I don't have time for people to be glum, though. Oh, this person again. Ah! It's that boy. He's at the shore again. Always alone. God have mercy. You again? What are you doing here? And I'm always so callous. I came to get sentimental and watch the sunset. So original. What does it matter if I visit the seashore? The ocean doesn't belong to anyone. If I'm such a bother, then you're free to leave like last time. Sure are cheeky for an outsider. I know the rest of the village isn't being all that cooperative. Nope. That's what this place is like now. Closed off. It is not kind to outsiders.
You really going to be able to keep up the search with the entire town stonewalling you? Yes, I will. I won't give up for any reason. I have to find him, to bring him home with me. Lady, you're... My name isn't Lady, it's Pauline. Pauline. Lady is... Pauline! Pauline, is this person you're looking for still alive? He is. He has to be. Is that so? Well, have fun with that. I doubt you're going to get any help, though. You really left. Don't lose heart, Pauline. If you lose faith this easily, you'll never find him. He is alive, isn't he? He is alive. I have faith. I believe. Oh, I thought you left. Take it. You're ruining the scenery pacing around on the beach. Is this an orange? They grow pretty large here, huh? Yeah, the oranges around these parts are pretty good. People used to come here, out here just to buy them, in fact. And you went to get one just for me? I just want to get rid of you. Once you're finished that, get lost, alright? Thanks, I appreciate it. You're not so bad after all. Like I said, this isn't me being nice or anything. Oh, there you go again. Yeah, I've got you all figured out, little man. You're actually a very sweet boy. And you were really trying to cheer me up, weren't you? Javi. What? My name. It's not little man. It's Javi. Alright then. Javier, or Javier. It's not Javier. Javier. Yavi? Javi? Javier it is. The thing is, I know someone named, like, spelled like Javi, like here where I live. And, like, you pronounce it Javi. I'm pretty sure. Like, not I'm pretty sure. Like, that's what he goes by. And so I was just picking that off, and I didn't think it was like a shortened form of like Javier. Damn. Javi. Just so I'll go like I'll correct myself. Fuck me for saying Javi earlier. I'll say Javi. No, not Javier. Just Javi. I don't see what the big deal is, but okay. Say, Javi. Now I can't even do it. Dang, I'm cursed. Javi. Say, Javi, I really think we should be friends. What? Come on, let's be friends. Don't say you don't need any. You can make me friend number 1. What a rude thing to say. Your first friend, you little weird kid. We'll have lots of fun. You just want to use me in your search because you can't get the villagers to talk on your own. No, I mean it, really. You're wasting your time. I'm just as much trouble for them as you. Using me isn't going to get you anywhere. Trouble? What do you mean by that, Javi? Nothing you need to know, lady. Bye. And stay away from the shore. Hold on a second. Yeah. I figured. I saw the correction. I understood. I gotcha. Dots, and then what? Pauline. What? My name isn't Lady, it's Pauline. Listen to me, Javi. I have no intention whatsoever of using you. I enjoy talking to you, and I think it'd be fun if I could do it more. That's why I want to be friends. I can find you here at the beach, right? I'll be back, Javi. You won't change my mind. I will make you my friend, Javi. Just what everyone wants, a forced friendship. It's not creepy at all. What the hell, lady? Did you hear a word I said? I don't need any damn friends. And stay away from the beach. Nope, you will be my friend. Ain't happening. Wait, Javi. See you again. I'm not kidding, I will come back. I had actually at first been thinking that it would be easier to get information if I could make friends with someone in the village, but that orange Javi gave me when I was sad and lonely and hurting was so amazingly fresh and delicious, more than any orange I've ever had before. It was almost as though Javi's kindness was seeping directly into my mouth. I'm sure we'll be able to get along. I want to be his friend. Time is the only thing moving forward in my search. Some days I would ask my mom's friend, Orlando, to accompany me on trips outside the village. But no matter where I go, I just hear the same thing. The view of the ocean always keeps me from getting too dejected. It's an unimaginably huge chasm that keeps us apart, but at the same time, there's something beautiful about the way the sea encompasses the entire world. The emerald expanse. It simultaneously robs me of him and soothes my heart with its stunning brilliance. Perhaps I feel such awe and admiration for it, because I was born alongside the sea. Or born along the seaside. He's not here today. Javi, are you there? That's odd. I can always find him here. Hey, Javi, where did you go? Oh my god. Pauline down. I can't believe you fell for that. A pitfall? It's not very nice, Javi. Why would you do that to me? Because you won't stop following me around. You have any idea how annoying that is? That doesn't mean you have to do something so cruel. Maybe now you'll learn your lesson and stay away from the beach. Jerk. What? Hey. Wait, you seriously crying? Hey, don't cry. Just kidding. I'm not crying. What? Come on, you were faking? You tricked me? You played the first mean prank Javi. You really scared me there. I kept telling you to stay away. It's your fault for constantly refusing to listen. Surprised you haven't gotten bored yet. You must have a lot of time on your hands. I most certainly do not have a lot of time. My deadline for how long I can be here is quickly approaching. But I'll just get depressed if I spend all that time searching. If I can have some fun with you, Javi, I'll have more energy. Fun, eh? So you still haven't found him? No. You don't even know if this guy's alive or dead, just... forget it. I'm out of here. Hold on a sec. Ow. Ow. Come on, you're not going to fool me again. No, I'm not joking around, I really... It looks like I twisted my ankle. I'll be just fine. Don't worry about me. Wait there. Huh? I know. Pauline, calm down. I feel for my guy here, Hobby. He's like, I don't want to deal with this. Come on, let me see your foot. All right. Ankle swollen. At least learn to land properly. What? You're going to blame me when you're the one who dug the hole? No one's ever gotten hurt in a trap that basic. At least none of my friends ever did. Wait, I thought you didn't have friends, Javi. Oh, shut your damn mouth. I'm going to bandage your ankle. Oh, I see. You went to get a bandage for me. Thank you. It was my fault anyway. Swap it out for a real bandage when you can. I'm sure your acquaintance has some. Really? Looks just fine to me. This filthy thing isn't suitable for someone like you, lady. Pauline. Quit that. What do you mean not suitable? Do I have to explain everything? You're from a pretty well-off country, aren't you, Pauline? Well, compared to that, this is a poor village. We don't even have clean bandages to spare. Just gross scraps of cloth like this. It's not something you should be wearing. You think so? But you gave it to me, Javi. I won't be changing it anytime soon. Tell me, Javi, do you not like this village? The only thing this place has going for it is the ocean. The ocean? It's the one thing that doesn't change, no matter what. It's always beautiful. I see. You like the ocean too, Javi. I just don't have anything else to like. Oh, there you go again. Whoops. Oh, I've got an idea. Javi. What now? A rowboat. I want to take a ride in a rowboat. Would anyone get mad if we borrowed the one tied up over there for a little bit? I doubt anyone would care if it's just for a little. Can you row though, lady? You'll do the rowing, Javi. Huh? Why me? What's the big deal? Water's mostly calm today. I think a little walk on the sea would be lovely. Can you call that a walk? Sure you can. Come on, let's go. Give me a hand, Javi. God, you are one cheeky outsider. Oh, look at this. Oh, this looks nice. Nice. The breeze feels different on the water than it does on the beach, wouldn't you say? You think so? All the same to me. No, it's definitely different. The smell of salt is stronger. There's more moisture in the air. It's kind of like someone gently caressing your cheek.
I don't need to be critical. I don't mean to be critical or anything, but she's supposed to be here looking and searching for this person that I think she loved them in the merchant. And now she's getting like distracted with some weird side quest stuff. Like she's like, oh, I'm gonna like pester this younger boy, and I'm just gonna be obnoxious to him. like focus, Pauline, please. Dance with the person that brought you here.
Anyway, I'm not getting any of that. You are way too perceptive, lady. Am I? Close your eyes, Javi, and feel that breeze. I bet you'll get what I'm saying. Go on, close your eyes.
No, I'm not going to.
What? Why not?
I just don't want to do what you tell me.
Oh, no need to be petty.
You see, it's not always so kind.
The hand that's gently caressing your cheek can, in the blink of an eye, become the wrinkled hand of a witch that destroys everything it touches. The ocean is a scary thing. It's nothing we humans have any chance of standing up against. You're right, and I know it very, very well. The man I'm searching for was in a shipwreck. I was told it killed him, but I refused to believe he would just leave me behind like that. Sometimes, on a whim, the wrinkly witch might have mercy. I'm not so sure about that. I trust in the sea's gentleness. I don't think it's all scary. The soft breeze, these calm waves, they saved him, I'm sure of it. He loved the ocean too, you know. He was always looking far into the distance out across the sea. His head held high, a stern, unwavering look in his eyes. I'm assuming he's your lover? Yes. He's very dear to me, and I love him deeply. Oh, I see. He was really fond of the sea by my hometown. You live in a decent town, huh? Yup, it's wonderful. It's so peaceful and everyone's so nice. There's not a single bad person living there. Oh, I know, Javi. You should come visit my hometown sometime.
Visit your home?
Yeah, the ocean there is really pretty too. The colors are a little deeper than they are here. It's like so many jewels sparkling in the light. I'm sure you'll love it, Javi. I'd love for you to come and visit. We can go see all sorts of things. There's this shop that sells great ham sandwiches. I don't have the money for a trip. Maybe not now, but you could in the future. Or, if you're interested at all, I could ask Orlando to bring you back with us, Javi. If you don't want to stay here, that is. Along with the guy you're looking for? Yep, I'm sure he'd be happy to have you along. Give it some thought. You would enjoy it, I'm sure. You sound like a child. Huh? Nothing. I doubt I could even get permission to leave. Permission? Oh, right. Are your parents pretty strict, Javi? No.
Ham sandwich. Oh, what was that sound effect right there? Why did we get the beast sound effect?
They're dead, both my mom and dad. What? They were murdered, so I'm staying with an acquaintance. They try to work me like a horse, though, so I sneak out here when I get the chance. Was it in the war? The war? What are you talking about, lady? Huh? Wasn't this country involved in a war not too long ago? There was a war, yes, but no soldiers ever reached this village. Then why would they be killed? It was the beast. The beast? Yes, the beast. He showed up one day and destroyed everything. The peace, my family, my friends, merchants and travelers visiting the village, everyone and everything. He slaughtered everything, and then he disappeared. That man, that bestia, destroyed everything. He's a murderous beast. The whole village is terrified of him. They go through their days like lifeless dolls enveloped in his storm cloud of terror. Bestia. A murderous beast. So the grim air hanging in the village isn't because of the war? It's because a beast has been killing people? A beast? Why would... But... Hey, Javi. You said there were merchants and travelers visiting the village. Can you describe them for me? There were all sorts. Like one who stopped by on the road to somewhere else. And an international trader on his way to purchase goods. It's you're the merchant.
All right, let's read one more section here.
Water.
I gotta get back to this.
Water. 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 I just need some water. Just some water. Will they attack me again? No. If I ask, did they look like they were open to requests? No. They tried to kill me. They almost killed me. They threw stones at me. And more than that. Hoes and knives and sticks. I don't know. Things I didn't even recognize. They hit me with them. They tried to kill me. It looked like they were going to kill me. I almost died. I'm on the verge of death even now. My throat is sore. It hurts.
It really is. My throat is sore and hurts.
No, I don't feel pain anymore. It burns. Does it burn? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm so thirsty. Water. I just need water. They not even give me any water. Why? Why not? Because I'm a bestia. Bestia. He's become feral. Because I'm a beast. Because I don't need to live. Because I don't deserve to live. Are beasts meant to die? Am I meant to die? I'm thirsty. My stomach is probably empty too. I don't know anymore. But I'm hungry. So very hungry.
Sorry, I need to drink water here for a second. Actually feeling it.
I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. Water. I just need water. Just some water.
What must I do to get some water from the village? Well, I can find a well. It has to be a well. I know what that is. I know what a well is. What else do I know? Nothing. Nothing. I have no memories. I have nothing. I'm a beast. A newborn beast. Look at this background here. What is this? It's buried. It's red. It feels rough. I'm making a bunch of noises. There is something. There is something. Something I know. I know this. This is mine. It must be. It's mine. I know this. It's mine. I know how to use it, how to touch it, how to hold it, how to swing it. I know what this is, what to do with it, what it's for. I know that with this, I can fight on equal footing with them. A beast. Beast. I'm a beast. Beasts are meant to be ridiculed, to be hated, to be resented, to die. But I want to live, which means only one option, only one way, only one. With this, I must overthrow those who tormented me. I can do that. Water, food, I can get that. I can get anything. Javi's mother? Who could that be at this time of night? Who's there? Hey, you shouldn't answer it. It's probably a beggar or something. Those are dangerous times. You're right. How unpleasant a world we live in that we should have to fear for our lives in this little village. Unpleasant indeed. I hope things go back to how they used to be soon enough. You just don't give up. Who's there? You're not coming in without identifying yourself. This is rather strange. What's going on, Dad? Oh, did the noise wake you? There's nothing to worry about, son. Go back to bed. It'll quiet down soon. At the door, huh? What's... Hobby! Look away! Why is the bestia? Run, you hear me? Go out the back door and let everyone know. Shout as loud as you. What is this? What's going on? Why? There's blood? Why? It can't be. What the? How did this? Why? Mom? Dad? Bestia? The bestia? Why would you? Growl. What?
Exclamation point.
What's the matter? You sound like you're in pain. Would you like me to fetch you some water?
Water. Don't touch me. Keep your hands off me.
Not a particularly restful sleep, I take it.
You. Where are you hiding? Why did you disappear? You were always around before. Show yourself. Show yourself immediately. Where are you? Show yourself.
And if I did, what would you do then? Kill me? You thirst for blood, to instill fear, to live. In the face of your desire, others' lives are meaningless. That's the kind of man you are. Or do you intend to pretend? Do you intend to pretend that you never did anything of the sort?
Shut up. Shut up. Couldn't help it. I wanted to live. Didn't want to die.
Yes, yes indeed. That's the kind of man you are. You'll kill for your own sake. You'll kill a child's mother and father as he stands there watching.
They tried to kill me first. All of them, the entire village.
Calm yourself. Who are you speaking to? Please, get a hold of yourself.
Silence! Stop talking. Keep your hands off me. I'll kill you too. I'm a beast. Who'll kill anyone.
Calm down. It's all right. Everything's all right. It's all right.
I'm a beast. Beasts kill, and so I kill.
Breathe slower. I'll not harm you. You'll not harm me. It's all right. Put your arms around me. See for yourself that I'm not afraid of you. This is brilliant. What are you clinging on to this woman for? Is that the only way you can maintain your grip on yourself? It would be so much easier if you simply accepted the fate that you're a beast. You've always been one, haven't you? Can a beast cultivate love like a human? Weep in sorrow like a human? No, they cannot. It's utterly ridiculous.
Shut up. Shut up, shut up.
It's all right. I'm right here. I'm right here.
Can I trust you?
Of course. This little facade will be over soon enough. It'll end at that woman's hands. Because that's what she's here for. To crush your soul into tiny pieces. We met 3 years ago. I thought for sure I would get burnt, sitting beneath the hellishly pounding sun on that sweltering summer day. It's only ever on days such as those that we end up having lunch outside. Not just out of the house, literally outside. The heat was searing. I could hear the cry of seagulls from the restaurant's terrace. I remember the day clear as crystal. Pauline's father. Yes, I have to say the food here is spectacular, and I love that they give you so much meat. Though I thought my gut would explode the first time I saw it. What'd you say, son? Let's see. One final scheduling question. Will Fata Fridays be the same 2 to 4 hours as weekday streams, or will they be more like 3 to 6 like the last one? Was the last one? Did I really do 3 to 6 hours on the last Friday? Fata Morgana? I would say because it's just a weeknight. I would say plan for probably 2 to 4, but I guess there is technically a possibility that it can go late night because then I don't technically have to be early up the next day. It's tough though, and I mean it also depends on like I know it's not the best of answers, but like it kind of depends on how early I start too, which kind of just means like how I kind of get my shit together. Like even tonight, I was like, it's so funny. Like I clock out of work, I work from home, I clock out of work, I get done with work stuff, and then for like, I really wish I had like a camera recording me for like what I did prior to like stream at night, because it's like a hodgepodge of like a chicken with its head cut off for like maybe like 2 or 3 hours, where I'm like, I try to get done like so much stuff because I live in my own place, and like I have to cook food, I have to clean up, I have to do sometimes errands, I gotta go clean around the place, I have to handle like so much shit. So I basically unstructured, I try to catch up on the day's news and all this stuff, and so it's like it kind of just depends on when I get my shit together is when the streams get turned on at night. So like I could see myself, if I was like really well prepared, if I started at like 7 o'clock my time and then went to like midnight or past that, then we could easily get to like 5 hours, right? But it kind of just depends on when we start, I think.
But I would say it's more likely that Friday might be more likely to be slightly longer, but it doesn't guarantee that it would be longer than like a Tuesday. But that's a fair question. As always, my best answer I can give is like almost like a half non-answer. Are you asking, I guess I ask, or I'm asking now, my question is because would you rather, the thing is, I always wonder, like, is it because you're wanting like longer streams of Fata Morgana specifically, I guess? Like, I ask this before and sometimes I get responses about like, obviously on the YouTube side, on the VOD side, like I can kind of tell when people like break up, even like watch, I can tell based on the stats that I get back on YouTube, like when people like go to a stream and then watch like half of it and then come back to it and then watch like the second half, let's just say for an example. But then I can also see sometimes when it's like a long stream, obviously I can see like the normal like trail off of like, you know, when people fall off and only watch like a part of it or something. And I always wonder, like, I don't know, like, it is curious, like, some people obviously prefer, like, a 6-hour stream where they can have that just running, like, all day in the background, or would you have rather have multiple, like, 2-hour streams, and then you, like, can just kind of, like, pace yourself and then do that, and I don't know. It's kind of... Personally, I like longer visual novel streams, but of course it depends on your schedule and stuff, so no pressure. Yeah, no, that's fair, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate the understanding. Like, I think it feels as if no matter what I do, like, there's a clear understanding of that. I will say, just on the production side, on the, like, straight up just reading side, a visual novel, like, I think I talked about this maybe even at the start of this series, but if not, then maybe like a different visual novel I did recently, because maybe I was talking about it during Raging Loop, but like, a visual novel that's not voiced is good time-wise because I can get through it faster with the way I do it, but a visual novel that is voiced where I let it do its voice acting and then I read after it makes it less strenuous on my actual voice. Whereas a visual novel like this, I don't know if I would be able to, like, it makes me sound weak maybe, but like straight up just reading out loud for like, let's say 8 hours straight is harder to pull off. And the thing is, during like my normal day, like day to day, I don't like talk a ton. So then when I come online and I talk on stream, that's like the most I've talked all day. And so I'm a very like naturally, I'm a very quiet person. I don't talk much during my work day. I'm just a busybody here in my apartment. And then I come on stream and I then spend like 2 to 4 hours like talking. And like in that quick burst, if I'm just reading a bunch out loud, even toss out the bestia voice that I'm doing, like just like straight up reading, like after a while, I can start to feel it. Like I start to feel it, and I'm not like, what I'm saying is my voice is not like conditioned to speak a ton. So also a visual novel like this where I'm just straight up reading constantly, and I don't have the breaks of voice acting that's taking place, it's a little harder. I'm not saying it's impossible, but there's that too. So just being like the smallest peek behind the curtain kind of thing. And again, like I said, I don't know how long this whole series is going to end up being. Don't be surprised if one day I'm like, hey, on a Saturday, we're going to spend all day, we're going to do a long Saturday stream maybe. Instead of like a Friday night, we'll do a Saturday, and I'll hopefully warn in advance. I'll be like, let's do one really long one or something, and maybe I'll do that. Possibly. That's like a possibility. But yeah, no. I get long visual novels idea too. Like VODs too. Like I said, I can see when people like, even if I turn in like a 6-hour, I remember like there are like what, like 8 or 10 or 12-hour long like Umineko streams back in the day. And like I could see when people would like watch like 2 hours and then come back later and then watch like the next 2 hours or something. Like that's cool to see. I just don't know if I have it in me to do like 12 hours of straight up reading like this. Also, I'm getting old. Like my stamina, I'm old as shit right now. My stamina and my attention span sucks. As I get older, my my attention span's getting worse. It's like a double-edged sword. My attention span, so my memory, it's all just going to shit. And so, like, I'm trying. It's funny. I'm just having fun with it, but like, it's true. Like, yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of factors into everything that I'm deciding. Like, it may seem, partly it is. When I turn on the stream, it may seem like I don't really have a plan, and it's kind of like, that's kind of the magic of hopefully my streams, that they don't feel like planned at all, or like I have like some grand scheme. But in actuality, I do spend a bit of time like trying to think of like, you know, I always talk about like scheduling, the pace of things, the games we play, what I've got currently going on as far as like rotation wise. And then like also like, other than other people enjoying what I'm streaming, I also want to enjoy what I'm doing as well, as far as like reading a visual novel and comprehending it and pacing it out as best I can. Like, there's so many things to consider that I'm just trying to juggle and balance it all. How's that for a long-winded answer? While this lady in the background is like chanting, placing a curse upon me. I have a vague idea of how many episodes this will be based on the stream so far. 1 million, I'm gonna guess. No, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is not anywhere close to like Umineko or Higurashi length, so I think we'll be like fine. My goal is to like finish this summer, and hopefully not deep into like the summer kind of like thing going on. I don't know. We'll see. Wait, I mean, this is only, what, the third stream of it, so I'm kind of getting a feeling for it all. We'll work ourselves into it. So yeah, the merchant says they're eating like a ham sandwich or something with the father here, before I went on a tangent. Indeed, yes it is. By the look on your face, I'd say you're already feeling it. You're already feeling it, I mean, question mark? You're not going to make it in this line of work without a big old stomach, son. I'm a huge fan of this country's food. One taste and you never forget it. I'd like to bring the entire cuisine back with me if I could. This is the first time we've seen you in how long? And you're talking about food? Oh, this is the mother. My bad. This is the first time we've seen you in how long? And you're talking about food? First thing you asked when you arrived was, is the restaurant by the seaside still open, for goodness sake? Is your heart made out of stone? What, would you prefer we discuss the mundane? Why don't we talk about market developments and our spices inventory? That's not what I meant. It's hot. My parents' relationship is on thin ice, but the air feels like it's on fire. It's much too hot. My dad loves the seaside restaurant. It actually specializes in fish, but he always asks for meat. Also, the last thing I'll say about that is during that whole tangent, in no way am I saying all that just to, like, I don't even think it comes across like this, but like for pity or anything. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just making goofy streams and just having fun myself, and if anyone wants to hop along with them, then they can, and that's been my MO for this channel, and like this side thing I do just for whatever. So I'm not like asking for pity. I'm just like, literally just explaining my mindset on the whole thing. And then if anyone's like, oh, I don't understand why he doesn't do this, or he does do this, or whatever the case, then hopefully like it's like a small explanation of just like everything. Like, there's a potential that I'm like, in general, I'm like burning the candle at both ends for a phrase. But it's all, I have fun doing this, but I also have to like plan and think it through and just make the best choices for everyone involved, while factoring in, like, it's why I asked at like the beginning, like, oh, what's the best like kind of plan? Like, would people rather me do a scheduled thing, and then work with what I can. My dad loves the seaside restaurant. It actually specialized in fish, but he always asks for meat, though always isn't very often. He's out of the country most of the time, so we rarely eat together as a family. For that reason, I can usually put up with a little heat for a family gathering. thrilling conversation there. Today, however, is awkward. Go on, son, dig in. You can't find food this good back home. As you say. Every course, the table is lined with meat, meat, meat. Even I'm starting to feel heavy in the gut. At this rate, I might turn into meat myself. What kind of meat would I turn into, though? I guess beef, maybe, if the meal keeps on like this. Ew. And turn into a burger. Just how much food are you planning to order? I can't believe you. Why did I ever marry you? Come now, we're out as a family. You could stand to be a little more pleasant. And who do you think is making me unpleasant? Now. From time to time, our eyes meet, but every time they do, we both avert our gaze. This goes on throughout the meal. My father invited him to lunch. Dad introduced him as his right hand, so I assume he's also a traitor. His eyes are somewhat narrow, his posture perfectly upright. He looks very no-nonsense and not especially affable. Frankly, he kind of scares me. Hey, Dad, are we going anywhere after lunch? I figured since we're all together, maybe we could go take a walk or visit someplace out of town. Yes. Actually, I've got a letter to write after this. A letter to one of the bigwigs back home. So I'm planning to head straight back to the trading post. Okay. Can't say I'm especially surprised. What do you want me to do? It's work and it has to be done. If I could get an audience with him in person, maybe this wouldn't be necessary, but that's not possible. So I have no choice but to write a long, long letter. Oh yes, Pauline, if you're going on a walk, bring him along. I'm sure he's tired of putting up with me day in and day out. What? Oh no, Hold on now, could you please leave Pauline out of this? She has things she needs to do too. What's the big deal? You want to know about an area, ask someone who lives there. It's the best way to learn. Besides, you'll stick out like a sore thumb wandering on your own, son. But I couldn't. You don't mind, do you, Pauline? Not at all. God, you are the most inconsiderate man. Mom says and leans in and whispers to me. Listen to me. Do not let your guard down around a foreign man. My father is, as a matter of fact, a foreigner. And the man he brought to lunch is from the same country. This is a park? Indeed it is. It is a park. Again, another lovely conversation there. My assignment to show this man around town is, to be honest, going quite horribly. This is a park. No, just no. Couldn't you come up with anything better, Pauline? But I don't know anything about the history of this park. In fact, I don't know much of anything about this town's history. I just sort of walk around every day, not really paying it much mind. Wouldn't someone more knowledgeable make a better guide? I can't do it. Don't ask this of me. Also, he doesn't talk very much. He's got this perpetually stern look on his face. He really does scare me. Don't worry, Mom. Your daughter won't mistakenly fall for a foreigner. At any rate, regardless of how I feel, I'm still technically his guide. Gotta try a little harder. Though I know it won't be easy. And then, there's a fountain. There is, indeed. A fountain. There's a fountain. Again, no, seriously, Pauline, he has eyes. I'm sorry, I'm not much of a guide. Maybe my dad could show you around instead? No, don't worry about it. I think you're doing just fine. In fact, I'm sorry you got roped into this. I doubt you much enjoy having to walk around town beside, someone like me. What? No, that's not it at all. Oh, is that so? I'm glad to hear it. Here's an idea. Rather than guide me, how about this? Why don't you show me what you usually do, places you normally go? Do you really want to see that? I prefer to see the town through the eyes of a resident. To see it for what it is instead of what makes good sightseeing. Oh, he's got what the kids call Riz. He's rizzing her up. All right, then. I often get ham sandwiches from the shops near here. Ham sandwiches again.
Having lunch on the wall by the fountain is the most wonderful thing. Look over there. See the butcher shop and the bakery next to it?
It's fucking flaxen hair and ham sandwiches. It's the trigger words. See the butcher shop and the bakery next to it? I buy bread from the bakery, bring it to the butcher, get a few slices of ham and put it on the bread. It's absolutely to die for.
But you just had a huge lunch. I'm not getting one right now. Also, please don't think I'm as carnivorous as my dad.
Sorry, I didn't mean to imply any such thing.
Jeez. Wait, hold on. Did he just smile? He did. It was a small one, but he did. He can actually smile. Being human, that should be obvious, but it's kind of strange seeing him do it. Maybe, just maybe we'll be able to get along, even just a little bit. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure, go right ahead.
Could you tell me about your home country? I've asked Dad, but he won't tell me very much. Ah. Come on, how about it? I'm really curious.
He probably doesn't know very much himself.
What? About his own homeland?
Some don't.
What do you... How about that fountain? I'd like to get a closer look at it. At this spot you say you like to sit. Okay. What was that just now? Did he dodge my question? Is there something there he doesn't want to get into? From this angle, it looks like the fountain's sitting atop the ocean. Yeah, it does. If you want, we can go to the beach. It's a straight walk from here.
No, I like this view.
The sea is a pretty color here. You can clearly see the white of the fountain upon it. The sea's a different color than the fountain?
It is. In fact, the sea is often changing colors itself, but out on the water, it can be easy to overlook. It can be the color of emeralds, or deep blue like sapphire, or almost black like obsidian. The sea has a face, and with it, many expressions.
Huh. I'd like to see that. Maybe I'll ask Dad and get him to take me out on a ship.
You have quite the adventurous spirit. Not many women say they want to ride a ship.
You think? I want to go everywhere I haven't been before. I want to see for myself that the world extends beyond this town.
Ah, that's a fine ambition. Hopefully, the time will come when anyone can have access to a ship with relative ease.
He actually smiles quite a bit, I guess. And we seem to be talking pretty comfortably, too. He's a lot more friendly than he looks. He appears almost noble, the way he looks out at the sea, his gaze steadfast and unwavering. Oh dear, that was close. He almost deceived me. He's a foreign man, and I'm simply his guide. You mustn't think you've grown close to him just because you're able to hold a brief conversation.
And by the way...
Pardon me, yes?
That outfit you're wearing.
What, this? Oh yes, it's absolutely splendid. My dad brought it back for me. It's of a peculiar design with unusual accessories. The moment I saw it, I said, "Oh my. Oh my," I said. "It's so pretty, I want to show it off to everyone."
I see.
Oh, it's just so magnificent. He actually has a decent eye for clothing.
I actually really like her outfit. It's nice. I like the colors. I think I like her hair too. I think he's got a cool design.
He actually has a decent eye for clothing. Guess he has more in that head of his than meat.
Actually, I brought back that outfit.
Huh?
When I heard I was going to meet my boss's daughter, I thought it would be best if I brought some kind of gift. So I had a tailor imitate the style of my homeland. I'm delighted it's to your liking.
What? Hold on a second.
Yes?
So you're saying these clothes I'm fawning over were given to me by you, and you had them made for me?
Indeed.
And completely oblivious, here I'm wearing them now.
More precisely, you've been wearing them since lunch.
Well, why didn't you say something before? This is humiliating. I want to bury my head in the sand.
But I thought you liked them.
I do indeed, but having never met you, I wasn't sure what colors you liked, but I was relieved to see you wearing them. They look nice on you. He says with a smile. He's always standing up perfectly straight, always looking stern and no nonsense, and he kind of scares me. But he's a gentleman. I'm gonna go change. What? I'm going to go change. I'll be back in 5 seconds, so just wait there. 5 seconds is infeasible. Oh God, help me, Mom. I really, really need your help, because my heart just skipped a beat for a foreign man.
Aw, shit.
Oh, is that so? Very well then. Oh no, thank you for the information. I really appreciate it. And don't worry about me. I'll keep safe. Goodbye. Shortly before I arrived at the village, a beast appeared. It killed a number of villagers and then disappeared. Ever since then, the village hasn't been itself. There's a cloud of gloom hovering over it, fear invisible in everyone's eyes. At first, I thought their fear was of the beast returning, but that's not quite right. Their troubles with the beast are, in fact, still ongoing. Ah, Javi. Hey, I hear you were asking around about the beast. Yeah, talking about the beast is taboo. People are going to push you away even harder now. Though I guess you are leaving in a few days. People going missing? Your beast problem's still going on, isn't it? Huh? After asking around, I'm beginning to piece things together. When the beast first appeared, you chased it away. However, later, the beast came back, killing villagers. After that, the beast disappeared, but villagers began disappearing too. Once a week, someone would just be gone. And even as the weeks passed, none of them ever returned. The people of the village think the beast is responsible. They think it's kidnapping villagers. That's right. This village is under the beast's curse. So you're better off forgetting about this place, the savage beast that dwells nearby. You don't belong in a place like this. Go back to your hometown where it's peaceful. That's the kind of life you deserve. Javi. What? I want you to be honest with me about something. Where does... I won't tell you. Why not? They told me that you would know where the beast is, Javi. I heard from the other villagers that you once chased the beast. Sure you didn't mishear him? No, I'm positive. You know where the beast ran off to, where its hideaway is. You chased after it, found its den, and then you came back. That's what I heard. Didn't you? Why'd you keep that from me? When you told me about the beast, I asked you to tell me everything you knew, Javi. But you brushed me off, said you didn't know anything. Said that I should talk to someone else. When in reality, you know more about it than anyone else. Tell me, why? Why did you hide that from me? What were you thinking as you watched me frantically asking around the village for more information? Were you enjoying yourself? Tell me, why are you always so mean to me?
Shut the hell up.
Like I could tell you. Like I could actually tell you that.
Oh, damn, subscribe. Dang, thank you so much. Massive. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Totally unnecessary, but very much appreciated. Where I got just unlocked there. What'd the village tell you about? Oh, what'd the village tell you about me? Did it go something like this? That the kid couldn't even take revenge for his parents? That he's a damn coward? I'm sure you heard that one plenty from everyone. And now you think that I'm a coward too? I don't... Yeah, it's true. I went after the beast. I chased it down the night it killed my parents.
So
Sorry, let me see what this is. Ah, appreciate it. Much appreciated. Javi continues, hiding around back, I saw it slip into the forest. So I went after it, chasing it until I reached its den. I despised that bestia with everything I had. It murdered my mom and dad. It murdered my friends, the kindly priest, every decent person in town. I needed to get revenge for what I had done. It was my duty to bring retribution upon the beast that stole everything from me. So I tried to confront the bestia, but I couldn't do it. Not only could I not stand up to it, as soon as it turned around and I saw its eyes, its bloodshot eyes and black irises, I couldn't move.
Javi,
Yeah, that's right. I was a coward. I watched as it killed my parents, and even followed it home. But I couldn't do anything. Anything except run, flee, screaming in terror. That was all I could do.
Javi, that doesn't make you a coward. If the beast really was that terrifying.
But I was supposed to stand up to it. That's what the rest of the village would have wanted. For someone to eradicate the bestia. When I came back, having accomplished nothing, everyone was so harsh. You coward. What did you even go out there for? Constant ridicule.
What right do they have to? If they really want him gone, they could all go together and...
No one's got that kind of courage left. They're all waiting for someone else to speak up. Someone to stand up and say, let's go kill that beast. No one has the guts to take that initiative. It could have been me, but the moment I fled back to the village in fear, I lost that qualification. You think that was just me being mean? Huh? And I didn't tell you where the beast dwells? Do you think that was just me harassing you? I've seen the beast. I know how scary it is, and I know how dangerous it is. And you think I'd tell you where it is? I know good and well what you're thinking. That the guy you're looking for might have been taken by him. And you want to go to its den to see if he's there? Knowing that, do you really think I'd tell you? If you go, it'll kill you. You don't have any evidence anyway. Nothing that points to that guy being taken by the beast. But you don't need to put your life on the line for something like that. Something so uncertain. Even if by some chance he was taken by the beast, there's no way he'd be alive. That's what the beast does. No one comes back alive.
But you came back alive, Javi. Which means there's no saying for sure either way. That's just because I ran away immediately, but even if he did manage to escape, that's all the more reason not to check the beast's den. I want to know for sure whether he's alive or dead. Somewhere in a little corner of my heart, part of me thinks that he might just actually be dead. I have to have faith, but I'm so close to cracking, to thinking he won't ever come back to me.
I'm like 15 to 20 away from a climax. Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna go. I wanted to go until we got one of those little, those breaks. So we might end up seeing it, depending if it stops before then or after. But I'm so close to cracking, to thinking he won't ever come back to me. Then, why don't you just give up on him already? Without knowing for sure, I can't let go. I'll debate with myself forever, till I die an old lady, about whether or not he's still alive. That's how my life will end. You want closure? You want to know for sure whether he's alive or dead, right? And even if he is dead, you'll be satisfied just knowing it? Right. Which is why I want to, at least, follow any possible leads. There might not be anything saying he's there, but it is true that remains of the ship he was on washed up in this village. If he wandered the area and ended up at the beast's den where he was killed, then I'll let go. So please, Javi, tell me where the beast dwells. Make this the last time. Huh? Even if you find no trace of him at the beast's den,
Even if you don't figure out whether he's alive or dead, you'll give up your search for him. You'll assume he's dead. If you don't reach some conclusion, you'll just keep searching, keep going to dangerous places, keep putting yourself at risk. I want you to stop that. To stop, go back to your town and live a normal life. Settle on an answer. If you can promise me that, I'll tell you where the beast's den is. Okay, I promise. This will be the last place I look. 2 more things. First, I'm going with you. What? But I thought... Isn't it dangerous? Exactly. Can't let you go alone. Javi. I have to go with you and make sure you don't do anything stupid. Alright, fine. And the other one is... You will not enter the den. You don't understand just how dangerous the beast is. It knows no mercy. It indiscriminately attacks any human it sees. So you can't let the beast find you. You just examine the den from the outside. And when you're done, back to the village. Understood? You need to promise me this.
Pauline gives off the energy that she would promise and then immediately backtrack on her promise once she's up there. Not in a malicious, evil way, but like she's just headstrong and doing what she wants to do. And she doesn't care. She doesn't care about the promise she's making right now. In my eyes.
Okay. Oh, right. One more thing. Huh? I thought it was just 2 things. This is less of a promise and more something that would be nice. I decided when we make it back to the village, I actually would like if you could take me to your hometown. Javi, I'll figure out some way to get permission, and I'll do my best to not be a burden on you. I'm still just a kid, and there's not a whole lot I can do even in a better place, but I'm surprisingly skilled with my hands. If you have work for me, I'll do anything. So, there's that. Yes, of course I will. We'll go back to my hometown together, and I'll show you all around. You can get some great ham sandwiches there. We'll eat them together in the park. You've told me that already. Are you ever not hungry, lady? You laughed. You just laughed, Javi. Whoa, back off. I did not laugh. Nope, you definitely laughed. You're kind of cute when you laugh, Javi. Come on, do it again. Go on. Like this. Shut up. Stay back. Stop it. Don't touch my cheeks. Ha! I wanted to see it again. I'm not your plaything. Anyway, we set out tomorrow. We will return before it gets dark. You will keep your promises, and you will not do anything dangerous. Got it? Promise. Thank you, Javi. I don't need your thanks. Thank you. That thank you is not for him agreeing to tell me where the beast's den is, but because I can see that Javi's trying to save me. His care calms the turbulent waves that have been crashing inside me. I was always anxious. I always believed. I always thought I'd see him again. But I always also recognized that I was practically living a fantasy. I was just too stubborn to admit it. I certainly won't be able to change how I feel immediately. I'll probably continue loving him. Nevertheless, Javi's words resonated comfortingly with me. I can see, if but vaguely, a new path, a new way of life appearing before me. That's what he did for me. I will make this the last time, my final attempt to find him. No matter the outcome, I'll stop stubbornly believing he's still alive. And then, I'll find happiness on a different path. Oh, I thought I was going to do it. Master. Ah, you have awakened. You gave me quite the startle. Do you not remember? You suddenly started staring off into the distance, and you would not respond to anything I said. Thought you were playing a prank on me. Your hand? Oh yes, I did not let go of it. For if I had, we would be in quite the predicament. Someone approaching the mansion, you say? You saw them? Those images were not shown to you by me. If you saw something, then it was by your own powers. But if you think about it, that is nothing unusual. You are, after all, the master of this house. You should, in all actuality, be able to do anything I can do by yourself, master. So it is very possible you could have knowledge that I do not. Now, let's return to the mansion's tale. After the second beast paid a visit, Bestia began to destabilize again. The white-haired girl would soothe his heart, but the calm was only ephemeral. He was like a cracked glass ball. If you dropped him, that would be the end. If you put too much force into handling him, he would shatter. He was very difficult to care for, and cracks do not heal. The damage still remains, even if the two sides appear to be held together firmly in place. Furthermore, they slowly, gradually, and without intervention spread. The beast appeared to be afraid of someone's voice. He would on occasion stare into empty space and shout, cover his ears and groan. One day, he shattered all the windows in the mansion, crushed the silverware I had just polished to a shine, and destroyed all the mirrors. I assume he did not want to see his beastly self.
Okay, I know it's not a break, but I like an official like little title break thing. Oops, wrong button. But I'm just gonna save it there because I only wanted to hit like 3 hours. So occasionally we might not stop on a break, just based on. We get it. That seems fine place, by my best judgment. Good stream though. 3 hours less. I would say less eventful than the last stream. I mean, there was too much, maybe possibly too much happening in the second stream. Possibly you could make the argument of. But this one, I think it was laying the groundwork, setting the characters and this stuff with Bestia here. But good stuff. Thanks for watching. As always, thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed. We should be back on stream tomorrow, but it's probably going to be a chill stream. I might just watch some Odd One Outs, do stuff for that. Or maybe I do an hour or two of like some Nier Automata. It's going to be one of those two things. But then we'll be back Friday night. Like I said, the new schedule. Friday night, the temporary schedule, right? Of more Fata Morgana on Friday night before we hit the weekend. So won't be too much longer. VODs, technically, you'll see almost just one stream probably placed in between Fata Morgana streams that are during the week. But then in real life, the live streams, that'll be the 2-day difference between the Tuesday and Friday. Because that's how numbers work. But I think it's nice. I think it, like, idea-wise, concept-wise, I think it's nice to, like, end the week reading some more Fata Morgana, you know. It's a nice little weekender. Thanks for the stream. Oh, thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed, hopefully. Have yourself a nice rest of your night. Have a great Wednesday as well. Tomorrow, I will head out with what's little left of my night. Take care of a couple things. Take it easy, stay safe, stay well, have a good one. Until another stream. Have a good one. Bye.